Always do it on my own, so I gotta get through it. And the only thing I know is to love what I'm doing. Never give up, never slow, till I finally prove it. Never listen to the no's, I just wanna keep moving. Keep my head up when I act, head up, that's a fact. Never looking back, I'ma keep myself on track. Keep my head up, staying strong, always moving on. Feel I don't belong, tell my thoughts to move along. Push myself to be the best, die with no regrets. Live with every breath, see my message start to spread. And I had so many dreams, then you hit your teens. Life ain't really what it seems, try to find out what it means. Always do it on my own, so I gotta get through it. And the only thing I know is to love what I'm doing. Never give up, never slow, till I finally prove it. Never listen to the no's, I just wanna keep moving. Yeah, I put out all this art, it's my only medicine. Yeah, everything I do, I'm just being genuine. Yeah, I'm sick of being screwed, feel my own adrenaline. Yeah, I do just what I do, and I hope you let me in, yeah. I'm grateful, oh yeah, able, oh yeah, I'm stable, oh yeah, no label, oh yeah, you know me, I have only a path, I'm lonely, but damn, I'm going to win. I don't want no fake love, I want the real stuff. Everybody listen up, cause I'll only say it once. I'm gonna show you.
reached the very final day, the very last day of VCT Ascension Jakarta Pacific 2024. But remember, this is actually not the end of the journey, but actually this is the very beginning of the journey for the team who will ascend to greatness and advance to the franchise league. On the very first day, we've seen a surprise from SPG with a clean 13-0 win against Team Full Sense, and boom, just yesterday we've seen they played 4 maps and defeated Full Sense and advanced to the grand final to seek revenge for their loss against SPG in the upper bracket. And now we are gonna see the grand final for Boom Esports now. But before that, we are gonna see a show match between top players from the Pacific. Jadi teman-teman semuanya, kita bakalan melihat terlebih dahulu show match yang akan mempertemukan tim-tim atau player-player top dari Pasifik. Kalau misalnya kalian udah follow seluruh sosial media milik Valorant atau Valorant Esports, pasti ya kalian tahu dong. Udah ada yang tahu belum? Ini bakalan ada siapa aja? Siapa? Forsecond, wah itu fansnya Forsecond garis keras tuh di atas itu ya. Semangat terus ya, semangat terus ya. Udah rame banget dari atas sampai bawah dan pastinya all of the supporter here are ready to watch some action to see the grand finals. And before that, once again, we are gonna watch a show match between Team Forsecond versus Team Xcurate. Aku pengen dengar kali ya, buat teman-teman semuanya nih, pendukung Team Xcurate dan juga pendukung Team Forsecond ada berapa banyak sih yang udah sampai di Britama Arena ini? Coba tes suara ya, siap ya? Tes suara siap? Oke, siap-siap, 1, 2, 3. Tim atau pendukung Team Xcurate, mana suaranya? Oke, udah rame banget nih ya. Kayaknya ya 101% lah ya. Oke, yang kedua, pendukung tim Forsecond. Mana suaranya? Ini kayaknya lebih ke pendukung Susanto ya di sini ya. Nggak ada pendukung Forsecond, nggak ada pendukung Xcurate. Emang para pendukung Susanto semuanya. So we're gonna have the Susanto Derby here. And I believe the players are ready. And now let's start the show. Please welcome the captain himself, Forsecond. Oke, ini dia, halo. Yang Susanto and all Susanto, please. Boleh maju ke depan sini, yuk kita ngobrol-ngobrol terlebih dahulu. So hello guys, hello Xcurate and also Forsecond, how are you?
Good, thank you, I'm fine.
Fine, oke, baik-baik aja ya. Gimana nih, kok kayaknya nervous banget, Son? Why do you so nervous?
Lawan Koko sendiri soalnya.
Lawan Koko sendiri, emang kenapa?
Takut.
Takut. He's kind of afraid to face him up against the old Susanto here. Tapi kok, do you have anything words to say for the young Susanto here?
Siap-siap aja lah, kita pasti arah dia pokoknya.
Okay, get ready ya, get ready. And you, Jason, do you have anything to say to your old brother?
Udah siap kita tim Divin.
Oh, oke, siap. Oke, kalau kayak gitu, kalian pastinya belum tahu kan ya untuk bermain map apa. So we're gonna have a shuffle for the map that you're gonna play. So let's see, which map? Kamu mau apa kok? Which map do you want to play? For the options.
Ebis kali ya yang mapa.
भाई मैं भी
Abis
एबीसी
ya?
बोलने वाला था
Okay.
सच में
Son,
मजाक
mau apa,
से
Son? Which map?
अरे
Apa?
Oh jangan deh.
What map? Which one?
लिटरली मैं अभी यही सोच रहा था एबिस आना चाहिए भाई एबिस सही रहेगा
Jangan habis kita deh. Ganti.
Let's.
Gak apa-apa guys.
Nah, itu semua itu. Semuanya itu.
बंदे ने एबिस ही बोल
All the
रहा है
maps you choose. Okay, let's start the shuffle, shall we? To see Ascend, Abyss, Lotus.
एबिस आ जाए मजे आ जाएंगे
Oh ya,
Apapun asal nggak apa.
bain deh, bain.
Oh, bye. Okay. So
एबिस
let's see. We're gonna
Okay.
have a show match in Abyss.
एबिस आ गई ये भाई साहब मजे आ गए
Wait a minute. Kenapa kok kayaknya kecewa banget nih tim Executed? Why you look so upset?
Soalnya kita bawa Race Guard ini.
Oh.
Dia
Race Guard.
nggak confident kalau Ebis katanya.
Oh, okay. So Ray Force is not feeling really confident playing in Abyss. Why Ray Force?
Pakai neon.
Oh, okay. You're gonna play Neon? Okay? Oke deh kalau kayak gitu. So Jason gimana main Abyss?
Aman.
Aman? Is all good?
Paling-
Jason gimana main Abyss?
Aman.
Aman? Is all good?
Paling jatuh.
So we're gonna see all of them like maybe falling down. For a second to officially start the show match, let's have a fist bump.
Ayo.
Let's go! Semuanya
Sorry,
silakan menuju ke arah tempat masing-masing.
Ada.
So to bring the hype
Okay,
for
ठीक
the
है।
show match between Team XQRed and also Team 4 Second, let's toss it
भाई
to
लिटरली
the
यार
amazing
एबिस ही दे चार
characters.
ये एबिस आ गए
Let's go.
बढ़िया
Hey guys, welcome! They couldn't get rid of us just yet, Komodo. We had to come down for the Susanto Derby, right? So many exciting players inside this roster, and I can't believe it. The crowd's so stoked to be here. Everyone's already filling in early. How you feeling, man? It's gonna be fun.
This is going to be a fun one, absolutely. I mean, you got players from Indonesia that the crowd have absolutely been waiting toward it as well. There was so much crowd input actually
Yeah.
just there
Yeah.
when they walked out on the stage. Even when what map is going to come through, you know, the crowd is getting involved. They want to see certain maps. They want to see certain agents. It's brilliant.
Well, you got Abyss, so that's a good thing,
Yeah, it's a
right?
good thing,
Yeah,
yeah.
really excited for Abyss, and I think, you know, it's been a really good map in this competition because we've barely seen it so far,
Yeah.
right? So it's come out here and there, a little bit ad hoc. But look, I don't know, it's a really interesting matchup of players, right? Because
Yeah.
are they going to change around roles? Are they going to try different things? I think it's just going to be chaos in the server.
Yeah, I mean, it is a show match, of course, so we can always get a little bit of hype coming in towards this one. Maybe we'll get some bopping off the map like we unfortunately saw the other day.
That's okay. That's okay. We'll let it
Of
slide
course,
for a
थोड़ी
second,
सी
you
और
know.
बढ़ा
But
देता हूँ।
I don't know. It's a great way to warm up, obviously, for this grand final that's coming in a little bit. Simprisa Gaming up against, of course, Boom Esports. So I think that crowd is going to be exciting. So this is the perfect warm up for it. And again, thank you all for joining us today. The Britama Arena has been absolutely amazing.
Yeah, no, absolutely. From the streamers down there as well, absolutely
Yeah.
getting into
Yeah.
it and all the fan interaction. I mean, we involved ourselves in a little playtest earlier, and the rumbling that you can feel on the stage, like, it actually gets to you. I can't imagine being in front of the whole 2,000 plus people, and it's just absolutely glaring at you. It would be insane.
Yeah. And let it be known as well, I top fragged on Jet. Actually out fragged Komodo for the first time in my career, probably. So that's always a nice time. But yeah, it's just like, gives me a level of appreciation for how we've actually ended up here, right?
Oh, yeah.
Obviously, the fact that the team has put this on in such a quick amount of time and what we've actually seen in front of us is just like such an absolute privilege to be a part of it. But let's put that by the side for now. Like talking about this game, as I said, what's your focus?
Audio
What's your
कम लगे तो बता
expectation, right? Because we're getting a little bit of insight from Ewok, right? Because obviously some of his boys have got a bit of pressure on there.
Yeah, just a little bit. I mean, I'm hoping for laughter. I'm hoping for maybe even some standing up for them if someone like
they
gets a
gotta
4K
fire up,
off or
right?
an ace or something like that. I want a bit of banter in the server. You know, maybe not even just mainstream Abyss, of course, because remember, a lot of these players are actually going to be like charging in because there's rating involved on the back of this game too.
That's right.
So they want to actually pop up their stats.
It's a perfect way to do it, right? If you have one of those stomp games, maybe pull out the neon, something like that, just run it down, have a good time. But yeah, I don't know, like it's such a like rich history, right? Obviously, we've got so many players from different spots, and yeah, I think it's just such an awesome thing to be a part of, right? It makes the day really special.
Absolutely. I mean, you got players that are coming from Tier 1. You got players that were actually in the Indonesian Challenger circuit as well from Alter Ego, right? They played in that grand final. They ultimately did lose it out 3-2. So they still get to have an appearance on this stage in front of the home crowd. So I think as a little consolation prize there, they'd be pretty happy too.
Yeah, for sure. And it's just, it's like humbling for me too. You know, obviously it's like you fanboy like people like, you know, Forsaken obviously for all their big successes and things like that. But for me, it's Excurate, right? I've been casting that guy for years, man. So it's pretty special to be a part of that.
Forsaken को बहुत लोग बोल रहे हैं जीतेंगे.
Just as fun for these guys, like when they were talking to Donna down there.
Match start होने के
really
बाद.
good time. The crowd's electric right now, right? So this is only like a percentage of the crowd. It's sold out there today here in Jakarta and Britama Arena, and it's only going to get louder.
Yeah, no, absolutely. It's going to be really cool to see when that grand final comes through and all the players start to get on the stage as well. I wouldn't be surprised if like the concrete floor shakes in here.
Yeah, it's been a very, very exciting one. As I sort of said, like all I can think about is feeling yesterday because I think first day we're at about 70% capacity. Yesterday we were much closer to full capacity, and being in a part of that series, right, hearing the noise, hearing the sound that was coming out up against that team, and ultimately, you know, we're talking a little bit too, like Thesby, for example, who was the hype man, right?
Yeah.
And even the rest of the players. I saw Shiro get up at one point. I saw Berserks firing up. So they were all having a great time. And for Full Sense, you know, I don't think it exactly lent into them a little bit. They had some Thai crowd. They had some Thai fandom. But yeah, look, the exact same thing could be said for Riddle in the opening day. Now,
भाई
right,
monitor literally
Simply
बहुत
are
close
kinda like
रखते
the
हैं
evil
भाई
minions
सच
up
में
on the stage when we're
बहुत
going to be
close.
getting into that. So
Yeah,
yeah, it's going to be nuts, man. I'm looking forward to it.
Absolutely. And I mean, like, we're looking at the players later on and the nerves going to be settling in because, you know, a team like Boom, you're in the grand final.
Yeah.
You're in front of your crowd.
Yeah.
Yesterday's game should have given you so much enjoyment and so much just pleasure to be here in front of the crowd and get you really ready to come in towards today's game. But for these guys right now, it's no stakes, right? Well, there is some stakes. It's getting a show match victory.
Rights.
It's bragging rights.
Bragging
It is. Hey, I got a question from a little bit of a peek that I saw there. How's your Vice knowledge?
Not great, but that's okay. I played her once and it was miserable. I couldn't work out the wall, but that's okay. We'll get there. And yeah, look, I'll throw it right back to you. Team Excurate or Team Forsaken? That's going to be my question.
Ah, that's a hard one. You know what? Where's Blaze King? I like Blaze King.
Yeah, Blaze King's good. I think Blaze King is Excurate's team, right?
Yeah.
So that should be a pretty good one. My goat, Elmi Moore, hopefully he's going to be doing good as well.
Oh, mate, we've just got 10 great guys in the server right now to have some banter, have some fun, and yeah, the cherry on top being that crown for the bragging rights, I think.
यार काश इसको सामने से देख पाते.
It's going to be an awesome one, and
क्या ही
it's
मजे
just
आते हैं.
such a privilege to be a part of this, right? You know, we had an absolute heater of a game yesterday, and then to be given the opportunity to obviously dive in here and be a part of it again today is a real sort of blessing to us, being a part of all this. And again, you know, it's just that special thing of seeing so many of these different players. We've been lucky enough to cast pretty much all of them, over the years since, you know, LCQ and Ascension last year and now this year. So yeah, there's just such a rich history, and I think, you know, they're going to have a blast in this.
Yeah, I mean, you see these guys, you know, streaming and everything, and they have it in the ranked games where they're all enjoying it and having banter, having laughs, but now they get to do it in person too. So, you know, it brings it a little bit back.
Looked up Vi's abilities, it's fine. We're ready to go. We're ready to rock. But no, the agent selection is going to be coming in shortly, obviously, as we know. And like, as you said, this is one for a little bit of fun. It's just one to show the individual prowess, right? Obviously, there's going to be some calling. There's going to be some strategy, seeing ultimately what everyone can do as a team in the server. But yeah, overall, it's just about having the most fun possible, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we heard it down on the stage in the interview as well, right? Bringing out a neon, so you can definitely.
ये लोग जिस कैमरा से स्ट्रीम कर रहे हैं या तो उसका FPS कम है
Oh man.
या वैसे ही जिटर कर रहा है. लाइफ के टाइम पे
At all of it right now.
बीच बीच में ऐसा लग
They're
रहा
all
है
smiling,
अभी
they're all
जैसे
having a great time.
60 लग रहा है
As we sort
but
of
बीच
said,
में ऐसा
right,
लगता है
we've been
30
able
चला
to look
गया
around a little bit earlier today, getting some fan engagement, things like that. The Indonesian crowd is awesome. So, yeah, it's been a really, really enjoyable time so far. And as I said, I don't think that's going to stop today at all, given that what we've got. And yeah, let's get it. All right, it's game time, Komodo. We're going to be diving in to this show match, the Sasanto Derby between Team Excurate and Team Forsaken. Britama Arena, I want to hear it from you guys.
And there we go, Abyss to start us off. I say start us off in this show match. It's more to start off the day of the festivities here for Grand Final Day. A new team to the Pacific League to join some of these players in that league as well, right?
Yeah, that's it. Exactly right. You know, pressure's on. Getting to see players like Excurate, players like Forsaken, you know, I think there's a lot of inspiration for some of these guys, obviously looking it forward as well. But let's dive into the game, Komodo, leaning over towards that side of B early on. What are they thinking?
Well, I'm seeing a Rainer in the mix. I'm seeing some Clove action. We've got a Vice on both sides. We do have Neon on both sides as well. So it's interesting, right? Ray 4C, everyone loves him for the Rays, but on towards the Neon,
already
it's going to be interesting.
Looking to go nice and quick as best as he possibly can. Excurate up nice and close. He's going to have no Leah to get into it either, so it's going to be on the flip shooter. Is able to spot out a little bit of information there. Rayforce tapping away, can't quite find the shots, and Elmi Moore now looking to get that spike planted, but look how quickly Forsaken already out, already finding the control and the damage, not quite the third. Blaze King gets the trade, Xpero though, and Monyet, and all done. And that's a great retake there for Team Forsaken. They open up the round.
Everybody up and at him on that one. Quick in for a plant, but quick in for the rotate. 4 alive. You got your footing established in the server already. And there's not even too much ability play really to come out from that there as well. Right, you got the wall, you got Forsaken coming out and just charging with the gun at the end. And I mean, everybody contributing is what you absolutely love to see. Of course, Vice hasn't, you know, yet made it to the international leagues really. So this will be a first little test if we get some normal formalities on how that agent will be played.
Had some time to really sort of engage in playing Vice, right?
Yeah,
Do you see her playing really strong at a competitive level?
In a lot of the atmosphere of a double sentinel, yes.
Okay,
but it is still kind of going to be the thing like an Icebox, for example, where you've got that rotator agent, right? That's the gap filled where you see Sages be pulled in, for example. You get a Gecko sometimes instead. Similar sort of
but not to outdo like your little joys, but something to add the extra utility. Yeah, so that's perfect. Nah, nice. Yeah, I don't know. That's the versatility of this game, right?
इनकी जो ये लाइव कर रहे हैं, जिटर कर रहा है इनका.
Maybe one day, you never know. But it's a B-lean again, Komodo.
Yep, Arcro's on out. See if we can get around back on the other side for Team Excurate this time.
Oh, okay. Nice one, bhai.
Nice little start there, but trying to hold on. Excurate's going to be playing forward. Monyet, though, straight in there on this Neon. Narrowly missing the second shot, though. Has to go and pick up the Guardian now. Forsaken looking to hold the line.
Neon ke kya shots the, bhai.
Captain down. Great shot for Forsaken. The big man from Paper X looking good here, but Elmi Moore able to take one down, trying to hit the second shot, but it won't quite happen. One yet to close, and Team Forsaken continue fourth.
Little bit of damage in the mix as well to come through from him, so not too bad. 2 plants over towards this B site, but so far, the Neon action getting in after the Vice action as well. In a situation like that, playing on Vice, Forsaken is kind of dancing around on the side, Monyet sliding with the skates on. But yeah, ultimately, one of the things with Vice is you kind of do have to be sharp around the utility, right? You have to be present with the gun ability, and I mean, it's Forsaken at the end of the day. He's got it in his blood, man.
I think he's pretty good. He's played before, right? A few times?
Yeah, couple.
Global stage, maybe?
Yeah. This is one of the fun things that I actually like seeing when Vice is adopted alongside the Cypher specifically. You have so much of a deterrent on the site that they're actually on. I mean, just look at the minimap on how many things are here. The Razorvines are up, the Arcros is popped and ready. Trapwires you got to contend with too.
Oh, I think the Shears there as well, but Rayforce managing to at least get the opening here, so that's some of that utility down. Forsaken taken. But look how close Rayforce is up, denies, but flips it up. Gets a couple alongside Xpero. And Elmi Moore now in a really sort of awkward position here, trying to connect the shot, but he does get it onto Flipshitter. Now into this 2 versus 2 situation here. Elmi Moore, Monyet's in, Blaze King to trade. And there we go. It's going to be Team Excurate getting around on the board, denying the bonus from Team Forsaken.
Yeah, Ray4C trying to see if he can get the team in towards the site yet again, but just what I'm talking about, right? You got so much utility from Team Forsaken over on that site. You have to be so careful. It's one of the powers that the Sova is actually going to have, right? A couple of good play shock darts, and it actually can make you really upset.
Danger, danger. Look at the shots out of Elmi Moore as well to get it
4
started.
second
Just
का
nicely
ACPC
traded.
लग रहा है.
Still so crazy how fast this Neon meta has become, right?
Yeah,
You need to be
yeah,
so
yeah.
much more just aware on what's happening around the map, what's happening in front of you.
Been a real big
Oh.
game changer from that sort of raised composition that we used to see, and even taking over the Jet on some of these maps like Haven.
Yeah. A little bit unfortunate there with the reveal coming forward onto Xfero, but we'll take that for Team Xcurate. Slow and steady.
Really set up with this lean towards A.
Hey, do you think they know there's an A site though? They're gone back B.
Usually there's 2 sites, but sometimes there's 3, Komodo. Remember, don't let that
Yeah,
get you
yeah,
confused. This
that's
game
true.
is pretty complex. It is that B lean once more.
Yeah. Wouldn't be a bad idea right now for Flipster to check that camera, which he does. Destroyed and information is there. Right on in for Team Xcurate.
Rayforce looking for it as well. Open up the overdrive, starting to make his way in. Spike now down. Elmi Moore looking to try and deny, but he's not going to be able to. Ray4C getting it done. Now up in heaven, looking to head out.
Nice.
Shoot, getting that shot. Ray4C trying to hit it more, but only able to do a little bit of peppering damage. That Aldrone is up, and Elmi Moore swings in, but he's caught by the relay ball.
what a
Not gonna
flash.
matter. Great round there from Elmi Moore. It's only the one single member left of Forsaken, and that's another round. Team Xcurate right back in this.
That is great timing from Blaze King on that Art Rose as well. Complete flashed in to be able to pick that one back and continue maybe have a little bit of a back and forth adventure at the moment in the server. Back towards this B lean yet again after the first pick. It's actually, you know, the situation, right? If you're thinking you're starting to lose control like we've seen in this tournament so far on this stage, how do you get back in towards it? A little bit of a conversation with the team, a little bit of a adoption on changing utility positions too. The tendencies right now for the guys to go over to this B site time and time again. I wouldn't be surprised if you've got the double Sensi set up to go back on over there, but a bit of difference. They actually push over at B this time,
Yeah.
and against Arena who can dismiss out of there.
Oh, look, it's Xcurate as
Oh.
well. Certainly one that's going to be able to hit a couple of shots
Neon
here.
again,
This one
Neon
Yet's
again.
looking to get on in, and he does find
Oh.
it. To deny it there, Xcurate does get taken down. Now A4C looking to get in as well. Chug doesn't exactly have the weaponry to try and deny it here. Looking forward, going to get that recon bolt and the shock bolt down as well. Okay, damage dealt.
Set yourselves up for the site right now with a shear. Going to be trapping them in if they come in from the spawn side. Trades just for now.
Going to be the Steel Garden going out as well, so that's going to make it really awkward. Chud looking to push forward, trying to hit those shots, but can't quite connect. It's going to be Blaze King. Xfero does get one, looking for another. Has to swing across the line. Does have the heal up, sending it through, but it's Blaze King to hit another shot. And they are right ahead here. 3-2 is the scoreline.
One of the most powerful ultimates you can
GG,
have
GG.
coming into a sort of situation like this. If you're on an eco, bring your opponents down to size, meet them on a level playing field, right? Move their primary weapons, get them to play with the pistols. And if they're only back down to the classics, well, maybe your sheriffs and your ghosts can get the better of them. In the end, after the plant, it is cured. And we keep on keeping on around it. But, I mean, look, they went to the other side this time.
Yeah,
It worked out.
determining another position.
ओके ये
Working it
इनका
out.
लाइव स्ट्रीम ही जिटर
Now's
कर रहा
that
है
lean back to the OG, back to B, Komodo.
They're a little bit more spread out around the map for the defenders
वही
of
check
Team
कर रहा था मैं
Forsaken
इनके
right
चालू
now. And
पे.
exploration up through mid as well. But it is silence over at the side of B. Arc Rose can always be used
अबे
for
बहुत close
information
चल रहे हो
gain as
यार.
well. But look at how close they're getting right now. A return
Steel
on the
Garden
Steel
out.
Garden.
Is it going to catch? Forces it through, makes it a
nice
little
one.
bit
Oh.
awkward, but it does hold down enough. Those
Nice
raise
one.
lines were set nicely. Elmi Moore getting a couple flips to here, though. Now they're not dead yet. Popped by Mind Freak. Looking for more. Chud
Oh.
trying to get across the line here. Mind Freak, will he be checking it?
Oh भाई
So rough, but still kicking. Mind Freak alive now. That's the third kill in the
कैसे
round for
बच
him.
गया?
Xfero has it all to do. From the
Nice.
position, gets one. Now, in the
Low
overdrive,
evo.
the re-heal. Still pushing through. Has
कर
to
सकते
cross
हैं,
line.
low
Elmi
है.
Moore looking to get that plant now. Creeping up, pushing on in. I don't actually think they've got the spot, but he's only got 6 bullets in the chamber, Komodo.
दोनों front
Now they're
देख
looking
रहे
to
हैं.
jump on up. I don't think they're actually going to
अभी
check it.
लोग
Mind
यहीं
Freak
check कर
looking
रहे
towards the line.
एंटी
There it is
भाई
from the big man. He secures 4. Nicely done. Team Xcurate continue their tree.
Yeah, both not dead yet. Popped in the same round as well, and both managing to recover and keep on in the rounds. I love just the chaos that comes when you waltz up towards B, you sneak on in, you remove their guns, but then there's all the rest of the utility to still come through. the forward thinking from Forsaken to just have the Razor Vine available as soon as those guns are going to be removed, stop anyone coming over from danger to extend on out. But really, it was just the overextension from Mind Freak that seals the deal in that round, wasn't it?
Yeah, just that whiff shot out of heaven gave so much space, right? But they're looking to dive on in once more. And now, will it be an approach towards Vents here? Monyet, great start, dropping Excurate.
None the wiser on that one. Caught looking at a dart. And you'll take this player advantage if you are Team Forsaken, but a challenge right now.
Oh.
Extended in mid.
Monyet looking really good here. X-Pharaoh does get the trade, but now Ray C getting in there and narrowly missing the shot. Monyet, he is so keen here. The Monkey Man jumping around, clearing as much as he can. There is a shear there, but it's not really going to be much of a concern when you're running on in. But okay, never mind, give it a sec. Mind Freak, look at the line. Doubling up. And X-Pharaoh to close the bank account there. A round back for Team Forsaken as they desperately needed it.
It's so funny seeing these Neons slide in against each other as well, right? Just swinging like you're on a rope through the jungle. That is insane. But at the end of the day, a really nice plan to come through from Team Forsaken. It's just not going in and shooting, right? It's a bit of a play extension. It's a bit of a fallback. Contest in through towards mid and just taking those aim duels at the end of the day.
Nice. Time to ride the confidence, right? Really, really put the position in.
Yeah.
Show your individual prowess. And that's the Empress pop there for Excurate as well to do exactly that. But the setup down here on B is nasty.
Yeah, we'll see if he can keep this crown on his head at the moment. Different deployment though for the front side of the site, straight into the
Yeah, absolutely punished there. Now X-Pharaoh trying to take the aggressive line, but Forsaken already in position. Trying to hit it. The Arcros doesn't quite get the blind that they need. Mind Freak looking to clear out this corner, already gets a response back into the play.
The fact that there's another flank coming through as well from Monyet, the reveal coming out, but Blaze King, he's aware.
He's so ready for it. Monyet hits a nasty shot, but Mind Freak's been the king of the round so far. On for the ace here, Komodo. Bike now dropped. Chud takes him down, so he's not going to be getting that one. And Excurate also denied the Empress. Doesn't quite make much work in here, but Chud gets the round, and now we're all tied up.
Literally, भाई slide करते हुए head मार रहा है भाई Vandal से.
Backwards and forwards does definitely make things interesting in towards the server, doesn't it?
गलत level भाई, गलत level भाई.
See what these next rounds are going to be able to provide us, of course. But again, I just really like the awareness, you know, in the midst of this chaos, when all the shooting is targeted towards the site itself. They know that the flank is coming on throat.
Exciting times for these players, right?
Yeah.
Having a real blast. Having a good time. And look at this aggression straight on into it. They've managed to save Chud somehow. And now it's just the trade of the Neon, but he's overdrive. He's overheating. He's cut. Oh no! The chaos! Ray C able to get it back. 8 points of HP only. Picks up the Vandal now. X-Pharaoh on the line.
Oh no, backstab.
Here, X-Pharaoh. And now they've cleared it all, but it's Blaze King in this clutch situation.
Got all of his abilities as well, but of course it will be revealed if he uses them.
Oh no!
It's X-Pharaoh. Very nicely done from the man. He's been firing up this round.
क्या push करा भाई इन लोगों ने.
I mean, this aggression that the defenders are just running in with as well. Massive crunches available when you've got the speed of the Neon, you've got the reveal as well. Whether or not you're popping Arcros early on a deep line on the other side of the site, you know, it is similar to not just being a bunker down agent when you are central. You can actually kind of get a bit of initiative going into the mix for the early information too. But I'm really excited to see the adoption of new, you know, strategies and stuff around Visor's comp when it gets into, you know, allowed play.
Looking for it now, trying to get into position nice and quickly. Monyet's actually going to be forced off this time. He overheated in the previous round, and now there's been damage dealt by Chud from that Hunter's Fury. Now Ray C getting in there. It's going to be his overdrive this time. Just holding closely. Chud is going to deny. Nicely done, but Chud now looking for more. Will he be able to get a shot through here? He's going through the Steel Garden, making it work as Monyet's there as well. That is the round you're looking for Team Forsaken to get the crowd up out of their seats.
All 5 alive at the end of that one too. Makes it very exciting. All of the abilities just going and barraging down on towards the site. You can't see absolutely nothing. And what happens when you get scanned? What happens when you get revealed once? Well, everything is removed. Really well placed for Forsaken's team to get back in towards that one. Yeah, absolutely love to see laughter on the stage for this.
Oh, man. 6-4 now, 2 more rounds to the half.
2 more rounds.
Nice and close. Ray 4C at the helm. He's been looking fantastic so far. They're just trying to deny this mid presence.
Yeah, this is a bit
No.
halfy for them as
ये तो
well.
जाएगा.
And make sure you got the
पता
guns
ही
in
था.
the next
Come on, yeah.
round, but this round almost feels like it's already done, hey?
Starting
Oh.
to run away with it, really, aren't they?
Nice
Flip
one.
shitter. Oh,
Ram se,
Mighty Outlaw making it all work, and Monyet's there up in
भाई
the grill.
साहब.
Oh, what a couple of rounds there, Komodo. We've had in front of us right now. They continue to tear their team Forsaken 7-4.
I just find it so funny how quick some of these rounds are into the action. Not just how quick they are to come to a close, right? But just the immediate
the
shots coming out in the
collateral.
very beginning. These guys, I mean, it's a show match. Give a show if it's fast, right? If it's exciting, if it's electric. Don't take it slow and too methodical. Don't think too much of it.
It's literally in the name. Show match,
Yeah,
right?
exactly. I mean, the caliber of these players as well, they can come up with, you know, probably so many complex strategies on a dime. Like this at Odin's
It's not going to matter though when you got Xfero. Mind Freak has to try find it now. The relay bolt's been pushed on in, but Ray for C will be taken down by Monyet. And now Monyet looking for more! He tempted fate there, didn't he? The movement is swifty. King Elmi Moore get a couple of
Nice
trades
one.
back out, but now it's all left onto the captain and
भाई क्या
Execute.
close खेलते हैं भाई ये लोग 1
Black dropped.
We'll see if we can bring something back in this
Such
one. There might
Only
be,
the Guardian.
might be an opportunity
Itto
to get
close
two
ऐसे खेलते हैं
1v1s
भाई,
just
one
here,
करके.
but no.
Arre,
Six Sparrows
empty.
put a close to that one.
Oh, he has been playing out of his skin right now. Maybe a cheeky little rub of the shoulders from Ewok, right? In before
Yeah,
the game
yeah.
comes through, but
भाई ये
oh
लोग
man, this is
कितना
fun.
जल्दी
8-4,
end कर देते हैं भाई मैच
Forsaken leading
लिटरली
the
भाई
charge right now. That's nuts.
Could you
बहुत
imagine
जल्दी
right
end कर
now
देते
for
हैं
a
भाई
bit of
इनके
banter
लिए
just
कुछ
getting Ewok
seconds लगते
involved,
हैं
right, as a coach, but coaching both teams
मतलब
at the
अगर
same time.
अंदर push करते हैं
leading
भाई
across, running across.
मस्त भाई
Just through the middle of the stage, fist bumping.
It's like, hey, you guys are doing this wrong.
Nice
You guys
one
are doing
भाई
this
क्या
wrong.
मारा था इसने
Oh, you're
इसको.
doing something right though, at least.
Oh, but look at how excited they are, right?
Yeah.
They're having the best time. Everyone's chilling out. Everyone's just here. And as we said, you know, it wasn't only until a few weeks ago that we knew it was actually coming to here in Britama Arena at Jakarta, right?
भाई
So
लोग
for these
like करो
Indonesian
stream को
players,
फटाफट से
what a
subscribe
cool
कर दो
opportunity,
यार
you know, playing in front of this
Subscribers
crowd.
बढ़ो यार
Obviously, some
भाई
of them
के
already
daily
have the
stream करता हूँ
experience of
यार.
it at a very large level. Some
Let's
champs,
go
some masters.
subscribe करो फटाफट
Yeah,
subscribers
it's a
बढ़वाओ
perfect
यार.
timing, a perfect reward for Indonesia's passion for Valorant.
So there's our score, ladies and gentlemen. Just apologize for the HUD in its current position right now, but 8-4 over to Team Forsaken.
Someone in the crowd was mewing. That's all I care about. A little bit of cosplay. It is grand final day. I remind you all, tickets were sold out for the day today.
Sold out really early too.
Sold out so fast. You know, it wasn't even leading into the weekend, knowing that Boom was going to be in the grand final here. And as I said, it's already starting to fill out. We haven't even commenced with this grand final. Benkai, my goat. You know, I hadn't seen him in like 6 years.
Yeah.
And then I rock up last night.
He
it's
just
like,
surprises us.
hey, Ben, how are you? And that's, again, that's the special part of an event like this, right?
Yeah.
Everyone's, you know, relatively close quarters. You can jump on a flight, make your way in.
They got their family here,
That's
right?
it, yeah,
like
yeah.
so many of these players have been able to have their family watch them to compete to try and get into that tier 1 spot.
Such a special moment, and it's nice and close to home, right?
Yeah.
I've had it. Mum and Dad coming to an event was a very, very funny experience, to be quite fair. Dad was very confused about what was going on, but that's okay. Oh my God. That's my egg.
Alrighty, time to see what this next half has for us on Abyss, and I would not expect anything slow, Conky.
No.
I know. Still going to continue to be fast.
Got to keep up that pace, right? That momentum behind them, and there's only sort of 5 rounds left to close. Halftime switch.
Oh, well, the pivot's correct, actually, for Team Forsaken right now.
Yeah.
He's got the lead of the half. He's got the read on the pistol.
They've been leaving that Vice utility down towards A this time round, but they're already in, trying to get out Link now. Ray for C already looking for something. Flipshooter gets the trade back. So at least it's an okay position as now they're trying to swing him through, but Monyet, he has been an absolute terror inside this, just continuing to break it, getting these multi-kills all up in their grill on the Neon.
I guess we're getting a bit of a glimpse right now of where Monyet's future is going towards in Valorant.
Yeah.
New Neon player, hello.
Absolutely, I think it's worthwhile, all right, but he misses the shot there. They're going to run on in. X
Oh, the
somehow
knife.
still alive. They go for the knife, though. The Arc Rose comes out, gets him blinded, but he's pushing through now. Brother versus brother. Susanto versus Susanto.
So many angles for Exura to clear, but imagine if it still eventuates into a knife duel. He wants it. He's going to go for it.
I think he might. Spike obviously down. He's going to have to try and get into position here.
Oh, the smoke helps him.
Yeah. The ruse is up. Forsaken. Look at the jump on it. And it's been denied.
He ran too
Extra,
early.
I think he's got enough time. Is it close?
Done.
Ah. You wanted to wish it so badly, right? But yeah, that's fun. That's great.
I mean, imagine if the knife was, missed in that scenario and the spike gets defused. Would have been hilarious.
Another round, though.
Yeah, another
One
round
more
over
closer.
to Team Forsaken.
They've been looking great. Team Extra had a pretty good start, but
The scoreline is separated,
Yeah.
but the rounds are so close
Yeah,
into these
yeah.
1v1s as well. So
Absolutely,
they're definitely
yeah.
making it fun for everybody here in the arena.
man. I mean, look, there was a chance of that ruse going down, right? Like, there was a world where he won that. Would have kind of been gifted to him a little bit, but that's okay. Sometimes presents are nice.
Yeah.
Brother to brother.
Well, going into the start this time, Monyet has to be
Monyet,
really
look at the
careful.
moves! Gets denied very quickly. New Foon in the server.
They want none of it though. Or maybe they don't. They're bamboozling them.
Like typing in chat, we're going B, and then guys, actually, let's go A.
Yeah, the thing is right now as well, on the site, you can pop your Arc Rose, you'll be able to swing on it from Blaze King. There's the information
Hey, he
secured
popped it
that
right
it is
away.
still here. Oh, he's slow.
And should denied. Very nicely done. Elmi Moore looking for the shot, but Xfero will be able to find the return. And now this rotation coming on in, it's going to be a challenging one.
Problem is for Ray as well, you got no slides to have a little bit of fun to get back in towards this site. But if Excurrent starts off things,
Hang
that's
on.
all right.
Good swinging too. The leg shot, right? That's the thing with the Outlaw 140 only onto that full shield. Now Mind Freak swinging on in, trying to join the party. Forsaken gets the job done for his team. And that's another one closed there. 10-4 is the scoreline. 3 to go.
By 4
but the
seconds
bonus
जीत जाएगी यार.
beckons.
जीत जाएंगे.
See if they can get back in towards this one over on the side of Team Excurate, if
बहुत
they
easy
can
लग
get a
रहा है
couple
यार,
more
जीत जाएंगे,
rounds
easy
for the
peasy.
crowd here. Not bad though, of an idea to go for a bit of a fallback, come back towards the side as well, play with the rotations, make it a little bit easier to get into the site, and this is one of the strengths, that the double Sentinel with a Vice Comp is actually going to provide later on in Valorant. It's just that information game that an Arc Rose will give you.
Already utilizing it. Monyet trying
Neon
to
wait
get
कर
into
रही है.
position.
बक्की ले
Relay
रखी
ball
है.
not going quite where
नहीं,
he
sorry,
wants
वो ले
it.
रखा था.
Ray
Just-
4C.
Once that
Okay.
slide and stinger.
Yeah, that's a little rough, isn't it?
Yeah, well,
stick
setting
that
up for a
there,
post plant now. Sheer on. Tap on a defuse as well would actually push him out with that one, I believe. So
Wait,
really
wait,
keen
कर रहे
eye
हैं
to come through, but Monyet.
Now the Razorvine goes down. It buys him a little bit of extra time, but Mind Freak going forward. Elmi Moore
Oh,
hitting a
hang
great
on.
shot, looking for a third, but traded out quickly. Forsaken finds it. Xero still there.
Nice one.
And these guys just will not go down, will they?
No.
Blaze King all the way back on this flank. He's got so much ground to make up. It is an opportunity, right? There is still time left, but the sheer on site.
When do they realize that he's not coming from spawn side though, and it is actually going to be a flank?
So slow, so long. Forsaken gets the information.
Oh,
Narrowly
nice
misses
one.
the shot, but he gets the set.
Nice one.
And there it is. Will the sheer push him off? He doesn't have enough time anyway, does he? Nah, not at all.
Unfortunately not.
Good shots from Blaze King. That's the second time it's happened now, right? Where the moments have come in, the frags have come out. but
Shots तो बढ़िया
the
मारे
rounds
थे.
can't quite get secured. And 11-4, I think we're getting really close. This is the young blood.
Yeah. Another round that goes so close though over to the side of Team Excurate. So they're certainly making it, having a good crack at it. Just got to say, these sheriffs are always looking deadly. That
Dirty.
was 5 sheriff headshots in
Yeah.
the round total from 3 different players.
Always saying yee haw, not haw yee.
There you go, just confirmation for everybody watching at home again. Apologies for the HUD, but into it, 11-4. Don't let this be a blowout. Get us some more rounds on the side of Team Excurate. Steel Garden
Steel
on in.
Garden. How long have they got to get out of here? It is going to be at least
Oh,
the
he's locked
Razorvine
in.
to slow him down. Yeah, it's locked him straight in towards position.
But they already used the dart, so they can't get the spray just
Oh,
on towards
no.
him.
He's on an island, completely alone. Now the ruse is going to fail. Elmi Moore just trying to play that back corner. Should is going to be
Oh,
able
he
to
missed
find
it.
another one? The Razorvine doesn't narrowly miss. He's able to deny, but he's traded. Monyet, nicely done. Forsaken, another. This is only a small opportunity away from 12.
And the Shear's just going to buy a little bit of time to get that Planton down. Meanwhile, Forsaken taking a bit of space up through heaven.
He's done it all solo, you know. The fact is he was caught off by the Shear early on. And it's all left on to just the one member, and Blaze King does get the swing, gets the shot connecting. Xfero holding that line. He's not going to be ready for the high shot. Does go for it now. Monyet, though. Another 4K for the man. This is a new sign of the new Neon that's being born. That point here for the show match with the youthful Sasanto bringing the life through for his team. But I don't know. Xfero, Monyet, they're looking great.
I think it might be a little bit more lent on towards his team with the firepower right now, not going to lie.
Oh, beautiful stuff, right? How happy is he too? He's cheering. Why wouldn't you be?
The thing is, on the other side, are they still laughing or are they, are we sad?
No, never sad.
No.
Sad is just a figment of your imagination. Only happy today, right?
That's it.
Oh, look at the push-up. Straight over there, A4C looking for something. Xfero going to find him though. There's not a not dead yet up. Xfero gets it done now. Monyet, look at the close! And he is all up in the grill of Extra. There it is, shoots it close. And here is your show match champions, your heroes. Team Forsaken.
Absolute laughter to come through in the server there. I've been so impressed just by the neons around that map as well. And the stalling ability to come through from the fire seduction on both of these sides too. Forsaken giving it a whirl of a show.
A lot of fun there, right? You know, we really haven't seen Vice yet in competitive play at the highest level, and this is, a little bit of fun.
Yeah.
Cool, the highest level would be a bit of a push, but still, some of the individuals are looking absolutely fantastic age right now.
Yeah, no, that's I think one of the biggest things as well, just the involvement in the community that the Indonesian fans really have. We see it all through Indonesia Split 2. We saw it in the lands for the final where Boom and Alter Ego butted heads, and it just continues in towards this arena. Just the collective peoples, they want to have enjoyment, they want to have some banter, but at the heart of everything is the compassion that everybody brings forward.
And here's the first of the teams. Unfortunately, not the victor here, but they put up a good show. Congratulations to Team Extra. Thank you so much for coming, guys. We love ya. We appreciate ya.
And now's the important thing, the fist bumps.
Will they connect? Oh, nicely done. Moving on in. That's perfect. Every single shot hitting. Wow!
The winners, folks.
They've had a great time. Your heroes here in the show match, boosting their stats accordingly.
Well, that's it, isn't it? Right?
Had a great time. Yeah, exactly. Look, that was a lot of fun. Thank you guys again so much for joining us all. It's been a brilliant moment. So yeah, I don't know. That was a great way for us to sort of end the event, right? We do have the grand final now to start to think about and to start to prep for Sinprisa Gaming versus Boom. And now, I don't know. Let's have a little mini prediction before we go down to the interview, right? What are you thinking? What's happening? You picked Sinprisa from the beginning. Are you still 100% on your predictions?
Still 100% on every prediction so far. Right. I have gone against home crowd. I've gone against, actually, I'm not going to spoil the rest of the time. I'm not going to spoil it, but I've gone Sinprisa, so that hasn't changed.
Okay, yeah. So look, for me, I don't know. It's going to be one of those things. I think either Boom's going to bring the fury, or it's going to be Sinprisa kind of booking themselves a very easy spot. But I think the crowd getting behind them, I have full sense the entirety of the way, and they were scary.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Full Sense definitely gave it a big old crack in towards that game, but I think it really is real, just the sixth man in the crowd.
मतलब क्या बोलूं यार, गलत लेवल था भाई जो ये पुश कर रहे थे, और प्लस में अपना ये नियॉन भाई कितना एपिक खेल रहा था भाई, गलत
Excuret versus Forsaken. It was a whole lot of fun. And guys, again, for all of you, thank you so much for having us all. Obviously, we want to shout you guys out for everyone that is going to be heading over towards it. But from now, we're down with Donna for an interview.
Give it up for one more time for Team Forsaken. Halo, di sebelah aku ada Bang Cut dan juga Jason. Jason, gimana Son? What was the most fun thing about the show match?
Liatin Cahya punya neon jago banget sih.
Oh.
Seru liatnya.
Neon is satset ya. Satset. The neon it was very very good. So Jason dan juga mungkin teman-teman semuanya gitu ya yang ada di timnya Forsaken, gimana kalian melihat selama 2 hari VCT Ascension yang diadakan di Jakarta ini? So how do you feel after you watch VCT Ascension Pacific Jakarta for the past couple of days?
Yang pasti timnya jago-jago semua dan menurut gua Sudah selevel sama franchise juga, I think mereka oke lah.
Oke, kamu ada kata-kata nggak buat mungkin tim-tim yang akan bertanding di Grand Final nanti?
Good luck buat BME Sport dan SPG. Semoga kalian have fun.
Oke, good luck, have fun for BME Sports and also SPG for the Grand Final. Cut, gimana ngelihat 2 hari kemarin selama VCT Ascension ini?
Seru banget, apalagi crowdnya juga yang nonton rame sih. Jadi dan timnya juga jago-jago.
Oke, the team was very good and also the crowd here is insane. Kata Cut seperti itu ya, keren kalian semua loh, keren banget. So mungkin siapa ya yang mau aku tanya? Ada yang mau ngomong? Monyet? Tapi dipaksa. Ada kata-kata nggak buat mungkin fans-fans yang datang ke sini? Any words for the fans that is supporting for SPG or BME Sports live here or at home?
Keluarkan tenaga aja sih buat BME Sport. Semoga BME Sport menang hari ini.
Hopefully BME Sport is gonna win the grand final today from Monyet. Okay, thank you so much. Guys, sudah bisa bermain, have fun kan kalian kan? Have fun ya barusannya, thank you so much. So, for those of you still watching, don't go anywhere because we are about to find out whether BME Esport is gonna take a revenge or Sin Prisa Gaming is the one who will ascend to greatness. Because the grand final between BME Sports versus SPG are coming up next.
भाई बहुत बढ़िया खेले भाई, बहुत बढ़िया खेले, मजा आ गया। बहुत बढ़िया खेले यार, नाइस वन। SPG वर्सेस बूम। 10 minutes में, ओके।
You're never gonna make it, you're not good enough. There's a million other people with the same stuff. You really think you're different? Man, you must be kidding. Think you're gonna hit it, but you just don't get it. It's impossible, it's not probable, you're irresponsible. Too many obstacles, you gotta stop it, yo. You gotta take it slow, you can't be a pro. Don't waste your time no more. Who the fuck are you to tell me what to do? I don't give a damn if you say you disapprove. I'm gonna make my move, I'm gonna make it soon. And I'll do it cause it's what I wanna fucking do. Cause all these opinions and all these positions, they come in millions, they blocking your vision. But no, you can't listen, that shit is all fiction. Cause you hold the power as long as you're driven. There's no way that you make it, and maybe you can fake it, but you're never gonna make it. Are you just gonna take that? Make them take it all back. Don't tell me you believe that. Are you just gonna take that? Or will you fucking fight back? Fight back. man, they're better than you, face it. Thinking that they give a damn, you're not, think a straight kid. No, they don't give a damn, you got what I'm saying? I'm not fucking playing, I'll give it to you straight, man. There's too many others and you're not that great, man. Stop what you're saying, stop what you're making. Everybody here knows that you just faking. Nah, I don't wanna hear it anymore, I don't wanna hear it anymore. All these fucking thoughts, they are not what I need anymore. I'm about to shut the motherfucking door on all you poor ass haters with your heads in the clouds, talking out loud so proud. You better shut your goddamn mouth before I do more speak out. It's about to head south.
Never gonna make it. There's no way that you make it. And maybe you could fake it, but you're never gonna make it. Aren't you just gonna take that? Make them take it all back. Don't tell me you believe that. Aren't you just gonna take that? Or will you fucking fight back? Or will you fucking fight back?
You're never gonna make it, you're not good enough. There's a million other people with the same stuff. You really think you're different? Man, you must be kidding. Think you're gonna hit it, but you just don't get it. It's impossible, it's not probable, you're irresponsible. Too many obstacles, you gotta stop it, yo. You gotta take it slow, you can't be a pro. Don't waste your time no more. Who the fuck are you to tell me what to do? I don't give a damn if you say you disapprove. I'm gonna make my move, I'm gonna make it soon. And I'll do it cause it's what I wanna fucking do. Cause all these opinions and all these positions, they come in millions, they blocking your vision. But no, you can't listen, that shit is all fiction. Cause you hold the power as long as you're dreaming.
There's no way that you make it. And maybe you could fake it, but you're never gonna make it. Aren't you just gonna take that? Make them take it all back. Don't tell me you believe that. Aren't you just gonna take that? Or will you fucking fight back? Fight back.
You ain't gonna make it, you ain't never ever gonna break it. You can never beat them and they're better than you, face it. Thinking that they give a damn, you're not, think a straight kid. No, they don't give a damn, you got what I'm saying? I'm not fucking playing, I'll give it to you straight, man. There's too many others and you're not that great, man. Stop what you're saying, stop what you're making. Everybody here knows that you just faking. Nah, I don't wanna hear it anymore, I don't wanna hear it anymore. All these fucking thoughts, they are not what I need anymore. I'm about to shut the motherfucking door on all you poor ass haters with your heads in the clouds, talking out loud so proud. You better shut your goddamn mouth before I do more speak out. It's about to head south.
Never gonna make it. There's no way that you make it. And maybe you could fake it, but you're never gonna make it. Aren't you just gonna take that? Make them take it all back. Don't tell me you believe that. Aren't you just gonna take that? Or will you fucking fight back? Fight back.
You're never gonna make it, you're not good enough. There's a million other people with the same stuff. You really think you're different? Man, you must be kidding. Think you're gonna hit it, but you just don't get it. It's impossible, it's not probable, you're irresponsible. Too many obstacles, you gotta stop it, yo. You gotta take it slow, you can't be a pro. Don't waste your time no more. Who the fuck are you to tell me what to do? I don't give a damn if you say you disapprove. I'm gonna make my move, I'm gonna make it soon. And I'll do it cause it's what I wanna fucking do. Cause all these opinions and all these positions, they come in millions, they blocking your vision. But no, you can't listen, that shit is all fiction. Cause you hold the power as long as you're driven.
There's no way that you make it. And maybe you could fake it, but you're never gonna make it. Are you just gonna take that? Make them take it all back. Don't tell me you believe that. Are you just gonna
ओके स्टार्ट हो गया RTX 4070 175 watt भाई साहब ये तो किलर लैपटॉप है भाई किलर है भाई सच में i9 14th gen और RTX 4070 175 watt भाई किलर भाई किलर बस भाई हो गए ऐड कितने ऐड देंगे ये लोग
Zoe is here, participating in every frame.
अभी अपने सारे स्पॉन्सर्स का ऐड देंगे ये लोग
From Seoul to the world, Zoe strives for perfection, knowing that every frame is crucial to victory. As the tournament rages on, Zoe stands with you.
Zoe की मॉनिटर्स ये लोग बहुत यूज कर रहे हैं
Every frame.
The day we've been waiting for is finally here. We are live in the Britama Arena in the heart of Indonesia. Welcome everyone to the grand finals of Valorant Champions Tour Ascension Pacific 2024. We are down to 2 teams, and in just a few hours, we will witness the final team to ascend to VCT's global circuit.
काफी
And who
expensive है
will be
इसके
crowned
monitors.
champions. I'm your host, Chubby Ninja, and with me, every day with us, it's been Ewok and Dax. Now, it's been an incredible 3 days in this arena, and I have to say, they were not kidding when they were saying the Indonesian crowd really know how to enjoy Valorant, Ewok.
Yeah, the Indonesian crowd's been loving this, and so have we, right? You know what I'm really excited about? We got SPG, we got Boom, but you know what's also really exciting?
What?
We got Dax in a suit.
Oh, that's true.
Dax is in a suit.
Dude, guys, you guys have already made me wear pants for the past 3 days. Now I'm in a full suit right here. But truth be told, I'm kind of sad that it's the last day because we've been having such a blast here in Indonesia, here in Jakarta. Everything has been an absolute banger. The crowd is a big W. We had an incredible show match a while ago that Ewok was very much so watching, especially some players are very familiar with. And, I can't wait to see what's going to happen today.
Yeah, we had 3 RRQ players playing down there. How do you feel about your boys' performance?
So I was watching very closely, as Dax said. I was a little bit worried about that neon movement sometimes running into the A side from Monyet. I didn't see a lot of support util. It seemed like one of those scrim ones, boys, I'm running it down.
No, he's noting that. They're going to have to work on those comps later.
I think we'll have to VOD review about that one later.
Yeah, Abyss, huh? Abyss.
Yeah, Abyss for sure. And the other thing is, Rayforce C was playing Neon.
Huh.
Yeah.
That's
Aren't there Raze days behind him?
I think things are changing here. People are playing Neon. Soldan was playing Neon.
Yeah.
It's just the agent to play.
Actually, you guys know a fun fact. By a little bit of percent, Neon is actually the most played duelist right now. Just a little bit over Raisin Jet.
That is not surprising, I think. It's great to get that confirmed, but not surprising. Now, what's also been super fun besides that show match is how this entire tournament's been panning out. It's been absolutely electric. And I think while the experts, all of us here are experts, aren't entirely surprised by the final 4 teams, except for maybe you, Dax, and Naus. I'm sorry about that. But it's been absolutely phenomenal this entire tournament.
You can't do this to me. As a Filipino, I am duty-bound to believe in my Philippine team, no matter what, no matter where. That's me.
Well, to be fair, Naus had an amazing performance last year. This year, we expected something similar. But guys, we've been on a long journey. It's only been maybe like a week and a half, but it's been a really long journey.
Yeah, it's been long for many of these teams, but not too much for Simprisa Gaming. This has been one of the most perfect runs we've ever seen in Ascension history. I dare say unprecedented, because ever since they started with Revenant, they have just gotten 2 zeros along the way.
Yeah, look, if you just look at that 2-0 streak all the way through Revenant, Riddle, and they go through Boom, and then they went through Full Sense as well. We saw put up a really good fight against Boom yesterday, Vic.
Now, I want to ask you guys if anyone actually specifically surprised you. We're going to show our predictions that we did before the whole tournament began. This was at the very, very beginning.
No way.
And honestly, some of the Boom picks, we did have high hopes for a Boom, but I don't think we thought they would get to the grand finals necessarily. I mean, Ewok, you had picked Boom, but on the desk very often you're like, look, I'm rooting for my home crowd of Indonesia. How do you feel about this now?
Yeah, I was definitely very open about my bias towards Boom, but I was a little bit surprised, and I felt like if they kept playing how they were playing when they initially lost to Simprisa, if they kept going on like that, I don't think they would have made it here. So what I was really impressed with that is them improving as the tournament go on, because if they didn't do that, then we don't see Boom here today.
Yeah, and the bounce back from Boom here in the arena has been absolutely amazing. You see really the crowd willing them on. But I kind of want to point out there's a little Komodo there with a Simprisa Gaming prediction. And guys, we have been paying attention, right? He has a 100% prediction rate right now. And if he gets it right yet again, maybe he is the Oracle of Pacific.
He could be. I will admit, we'll dive into this later. I have not been predicting Boom the last 2 days, so I might be the jinx. So I don't know how that's going to counter against Komodo. I'm really curious how that's going to pan out. Were there any teams that really surprised you guys?
So the team that I think that surprised me the most and I really enjoyed watching was Riddle. I really enjoyed how the rookies stepped up and how they formed this roster with having experienced players on the roster and then paired it with the new young boys coming through, and I just felt like they played amazing Valorant. I think they should go home proud of their performance here, and I would love to see them also build on this when they did here.
Match start
My prediction wasn't that crazy, but yesterday's game was also really surprising and really intense. It was Full Sense versus Boom. Let's throw a video
last match दिखा
of
रहे हूँ ऊपर
anything
screen
you
में
guys might have
पीछे.
missed yesterday.
Only one team
Okay, let's
advanced
go.
to our grand final. Will it be Full Sense or will it be Boom Esports?
It is time. Ladies and gentlemen, get up on your feet, type in the chat, enjoy yourselves, because we are here for day number 2 of the playoffs in Bratama Arena. It needs to be a nice, beautiful medium rare. He let him do. Sushi Boys does, but NC slasher! Boom, but now it's over and over. Now Leviathan, Sushi Boys trying to find, but it's Famous once more, baby. It's nature underneath heaven, but again, I need to see the head-to-head between Famous and John Olsen right now. It's not. NC Slasher gets a nice response. They didn't clear it. He makes it another, and now walking on in, it will be Shiro to deny, but Sushi Boy's down onto the side. There's too many lanes for him to look at.
Boys threw out the hat as well to get the information. But now back
John.
in mid, they're bringing it back right now.
Yeah, they have. Oh, John! Okay, just look at Berserk, trying to be the linchpin, gets the info. There we go! Where have you been, my friend? You can never count him out as he narrowly misses the shot, but that is the ace! Will catch absolutely everyone, but how many will they be able to find? Gonna try and swing, and he's gonna be punished immediately. Great shot from Famous. There is a bit of a position, though, to PGC. He's been overlooked, and it's all eyes again on the denial that Shiro can get another. It's half-tapped Komodo. Leviathan! He didn't take the bait! And that is going going to be Shiro! Relay bolts now, it's PGC. The medal was good, and that's enough for Shiro to take it, but Leviathan in this clutch, unable to do it. And do you know that is Komodo? That is Boom Esports! We are here, it's Lotus, and full sense, you have one more chance!
2 versus 3, which might actually be a workable scenario. The first one is found, the second as well is gorgeous, but utility pulled Zep into a site you've not gone into just yet.
There he is! 2 for the trouble, and John Olsen's there as well. Zesby, my friend, I don't think you've got what it takes here. 3 versus 5, and Shiro, the thief in the night, will find it again. The snake will bite, and Famous will continue. It's all over! Boom!
If Fox gets one, he gets the rolling thunder.
Sushi boys! Not the weapon you'd be expecting in a retake like this! The battle of the duelists! And he can just get that spray down. They're going to need to deny it. They're going to need to take it. But once again...
That's it. It's done.
It is done! A trade of kills, Komodo, but Fox is still here. They are keeping a little bit of an eye on it, but there it is. Sushi Boys gets 2 and Famous gets that trade. I was going to say for just a second, there was a moment, there was a world being the shot caller alongside Shiro. This moment, he can reposition, he can keep going. Leviathan! Going to be a great fault line. John Olsen, work here, Komodo. John Olsen finds Shiro, and it's the denial. He's not going to be able to find anymore. Look at the focus up mid. It's traded out though nicely as Famous finds another. Berserk gets it. It's just Komodo. It's only SP. And now looking to cross, looking to get onto it. But there it is! Berserk! The rage! The fury!
Oh my god. You guys, I do have to remark on Conky and Komodo. If you weren't sure how hyped that match was, just listen to Conky. That was an absolutely incredible match. Really intensive. But now, Boom are the victors, and they will be facing SPG today. We do have a coach interview with them. Now, one of the questions, of course, that people have been wondering about, how is SPG going to respond to the Indonesian crowd? Because it seems to have affected the other 2 teams. With that, let's go over to Coach from Sinprisa Gaming and see what he has to say about it.
Boom Esports once again, and do you believe Boom Esports will be a different team than what you saw earlier in this tournament?
일단 저는 시간이 없어서 딱히 준비할 시간은 없어서 딱히 바뀌지 않았다고 생각을 하고 있습니다.
It says that as Boom Esports didn't really have much time to prepare well after their first loss against SPG, he believes that there's not going to be much difference about Boom Esports.
Oh, there will be no much difference about Boom Esports. It is very interesting. And since you already had 1 day prior before today, and you had a lot of preparations for today also, and especially watching the Boom's VOD, can you tell me, are you sensing a difference in, or maybe something that they will pick up against you for today's grand final?
사실 전날에 풀센스랑 붐이스포츠랑 누가 올라오는지 몰라서 이제 좀 여러 가지 경우의 수를 조금 두고 이제 준비를 한 게 있었는데 준비한 거 잘 하면 딱히 별 문제 없을 것 같습니다.
It says that he had already prepared for the different kinds of results. For example, if Full Sense wins, strategy for Full Sense, and if Boom Esports wins, he has a strategy for them as well. So as long as they don't make mistakes and keep up with their own plan, there's not going to be much difficulty in facing off with Boom Esports.
Okay, so no mistakes is the key. And my last question, you guys have been experienced the LAN in here, and we all know the crowd is rallying for your opponent. And how do you feel about it? Does it add more pressure on your team or not?
경기 진행하는 데 있어서 팬분들에 의한 부담감은 딱히 없고요. 그 함성 소리가 너무 커서 인게임 소리만 지장이 가지 않으면은 딱히 이제 응원을 해주셔도 별로 상관 크게 안 하고 있습니다.
It says that there isn't much pressure considering the fact that they're in the home ground with their going off against the Indonesian team. It's just that the audiences sometimes get into the mic of the players, and as long as that doesn't really interfere with the in-game sounds, he doesn't really mind the raging roar of the crowd.
Oh, it is still challenging. Okay, thank you so much for your time. I wish you good luck for today.
All right, well, I guess he isn't too worried about the crowd at all. Very practical. But Silkanon, I found that his comment that he doesn't think Boom's going to be very different today versus the Boom that they last played. But one thing for sure that he pointed out, they have so much tape on Boom now, so even if they changed anything, is it enough, Ewok?
Yeah, well, it might be. It's definitely a big buff to be able to watch your potential opponent for the next day. And he did mention they were prepared for both opponents, whether it be Full Sense or Boom, that did win that lower final. But he did also mention, he has a good point with that, there's not enough time, right? But I think there's some things that outside of the server, outside of the macro, there's stuff that develop within the side of a team that you don't necessarily need that much time for. Where I actually think Boom will be a bit of a different opponent than what they were before against SPG.
I mean, they've been hardened, right? They've been tested here for Boom Esports. On the other side, Simprisa, one player that has really passed many of the tests that we've seen has to be Zambi. Ewok was telling me he was the first player that they highlighted at the very start of the tournament. Coming into this one, he was incredible within the arena. Basically, a 1.16 kill per round ratio, one of the highest ACSs. I know you don't like that term, Ewok, and he has just been an absolute prodigy here for Simprisa.
Well, I think for Neon, for a duelist, ACS is very relevant here, and he's been absolutely incredible, and I think all eyes on him, and he's just actually a delight to watch how well he plays. Now, we also have an interview with Coach Meow, who, interestingly, used to coach Persia in the past. So let's see what he has to say about today's match.
Today is going to be your revenge match against SPG, and based on this last 2 days performance, what do you feel is different about Boom Esports versus when they face off against SPG?
Basically, we just play with our confidence. We don't play as scared as before against SPG, and now we learn from that, and I think the boys want to hit just to play.
Nice, the boys just want to play.
Yeah.
And who are the players that you look towards the most, and especially in tense situations, which appear often in grand final, to support the morale between the team?
I think Berserk. Berserk is the key player for Boom. Yeah.
I mean, it's surprising to see that Berserk is the key player to support the morale.
But if you see on the stage, like Berserk always screaming, something like that, it boosts the other morals.
Oh my God, that's so nice, and I look forward to this grand final. I hope the best for you and Boom Esports. So good luck, man.
Thank you.
Now, we are going to look at the Boom.
अभी
We've been
तक
seeing
तो
so
ऐसा
much
लग रहा है
Boom
बातों से
in the
कि
stadium
Boom
over the last
शायद
2
नहीं
days.
जीत
This is the
पाए
3rd day now,
शायद
and I'm so glad. And I
मतलब अभी तक जो
absolutely cannot
कन्वर्सेशन
get
चल
enough
रही है
of
ऐसा
it.
लग रहा है
And honestly, I was doubting this
कि Boom नहीं
whole
जीत पाएंगे
Indonesian crowd buff a little bit, but I
देखते हैं
believe it now. From the beginning of this
मैच में पता
tournament
चल
against
पाएगा ये
Riddle
तो
till now, I do think, I agree with you, Ewok, this is a different Boom.
Yeah, they just talked about not playing as scared, right? And I think the crowd plays a huge factor in that. Boom have changed their playstyle a little bit. I've been feeling a lot more confident in Shiro, in his calling. They've been grouping a little bit more and picking the site they want to execute much better than they did earlier in the tournament. And this crowd really helps with that.
Look, guys, it's a constant pep talk. When someone is telling you you're gonna do good, okay, sure, that's one. But if it's like 1,000 people, 2,000 people, the whole nation right behind you, Boom Esports is feeding off that energy. We've seen Zespi also dance on the stage. There's a little bit of antics there too. But NC Slasher has been an absolute threat. In that last series versus Full Set, he played 4 different agents, one being the Yoru. And not only that, he had the highest plus-minus ratio. He had the most kills with 78. And we will never forget what he did on Lotus. What was that? Bringing out the Odin all the time to get those kills.
Yeah, he's an absolute Odin master. He's always on the right angle. He knows his positions. He knows where to spam, and he's doing so much chip damage. Just brings everyone else low. And then on the other maps, he just has flashes everywhere. It's so easy if you're famous or whoever wants to go in. Sheldon or NC Slasher's got a flash for you.
Sheldon definitely had those flashes and those Odins. He was laughing maniacally there. Now, we do have our head-to-head here. Persia and Shiro. What should we be looking out for in today's match?
I'll be honest, guys. I look at this head-to-head, and Persia, the stats don't lie. Highest-rated player in many metrics.
यार
He
ये
has
तो
the
मैच
highest
में
KD
पता
from
चल
what
पाएगा
we've seen. But I do want to say this real quick. I always talk to some of the people
कन्वर्सेशन
in
से
the
लग
crowd
नहीं
and
रहा है
get to
कि
talk to
Boom
them after
अच्छा
the
कर
days
पाएंगे
go on. And Shiro has always been the name that they would say who's been the best performing on Boom. It's Shiro who's been really the one to look out for. It's Shiro, and we've seen it, right? The calls that you've said, the IGL has been doing wonders to help out the team, and I really remember his Viper play, always making these pockets for NC Slasher to let it rip.
Yeah, I mentioned Shiro at the start of the tournament, and I mentioned how much I thought he improved in Challengers 2, but he did start slow. and he picked it up when it's needed, right? So I think rightfully so, he's up there being compared against one of the tournament's best in Persia.
Absolutely. Now, before we go into that, and we will be going to the match really soon, guys, but you know what? Here in Pacific, we love games at the desk. And we got a new game for you. This time.
A new one?
A new one.
No.
We did this a bit in Pacific last year. You're going to have to guess which map this is. So we're going to show you a piece from the map, and you guys are going to have to guess. You guys are lucky I'm not competing, because I'm going to...
You probably smoke us, honestly.
I'm going to just full-on brag here. I'm damn good at it.
I'm a bit nervous, I'm not going to lie.
Yeah.
We're tied right now.
You guys are tied?
No way we're going to be tied after this.
So let's throw up the first one up. Let's throw up the first challenge for this game. This is funny because I know coaches are really bad at this. Because this is not what they're looking at. All right.
God.
Talk me through the process. What are you thinking? This is obviously Tactibear.
I see.
Yep.
Okay.
I see trees. I see greenery.
Without the sunglasses. Yeah,
Wait,
they're trees and greenery.
I'm getting some
You're getting
inside
info?
info.
Yo,
wait, he says it might be Breeze.
You're going Breeze?
You got a Breeze? Where
I'm
do you go with?
Lotus.
Wow, you
Oh.
guys are terrible this. Let's reveal.
It is Pearl.
Guys, you gotta look at the color. It had that bluish tint to
I
it.
haven't
Underwater.
seen Pearl in a million years.
All right, let's show another one. You guys are still tied. Oh, okay.
Oh.
Do you know?
I think so.
Oh,
This is going to be embarrassing if I'm so
I know.
confident.
This is so funny if you get this actually because my hint is very funny for this.
I want the hint. I want the hint.
Okay, what do you want to guess first?
No, I want the hint because he said it's funny.
It's the
I
map.
get the hint?
Yeah, give him a hint.
Give the hint. Give the hint.
Okay, the hint is
Ascentia Heaven.
Boom.
I knew I was right already. I knew I was
Okay,
right
we
already.
know.
Boom knows where the sign is.
Yeah,
All right, you won't go first.
I think it's Fracture.
Fracture.
All right, let's reveal. It is indeed.
Oh, Fracture.
I already had the hunch.
But
I
पहले
know
गेस
there's
में
so
अच्छा
many
करा था.
expressional quotes on Fracture, but
Last match, 4 second
it's
वाले
even
में.
more memorable for the team that we have
उसमें
behind us.
AB
Yes,
बोला
so
था
for
सच
those
में
of you
AB
who
से
don't
निकला.
know, there's some amazing highlights in the past at champs with Boom Esports there. But I don't. Luckily, there's no Fracture today, and they're playing very differently, and they're not doing anything like that.
I just realized we're still tied. There is no winner here, Ewok.
I'm gonna make games like in the green room for you guys
Okay.
to find out who the tiebreaker is. We're gonna go on a very quick break to find out who that is, and when we come back, we are gonna go into the grand finals of VCT Ascension.
जल्दी स्टार्ट करो यार, तब से वेट करा रहे हैं. कितनी देर होगी? अभी मैंने म्यूट करा हुआ है. ये म्यूजिक चलता है ना, कॉपीराइट का सीन है. मैच स्टार्ट होती है अनम्यूट कर दूंगा मैं. 1 minute 25 seconds. Okay, 40 more seconds. Let's go.
Welcome back to VCT Ascension Pacific. We are on Grand Finals Day. We are the very last region to find out who the very last and final team who's going to ascend to greatness. I'm your host, Chubby Ninja. With me, we got Ewok and Dax. We had a little bit of fun just now, but it's time to get serious. We have two teams on their last line, one chance to go to VCT Pacific. We got Sinprisa Gaming, utter dominance, full 2-0s this entire tournament, and we got Boom Esports, who rose above it all, overcome any mental hurdles, and now they're here in the grand finals, guys.
Yeah, there's a battle streaks basically. Saprissa coming in from Premier, a match plan win streak dating all the way back from VCT Korea, and it has just been going on again and again here within Ascension. On the other hand, though, you look at Boom, and the hometown crowd is one thing, but the stats don't lie when you're in Indonesia. They always bounce back in this nation. They always see them make it to the finals and win it in front of that home crowd. So Boom, this is the perfect chance for them to just ascend to that greater level, because they've already surpassed themselves from last year. That was 3rd and 4th place. They're minimum 2nd, but you know they want to make it to Pacific.
Yeah, well, there's something I loved about SPG, and is they came into this tournament talking
भाई
about
उस बंदे को
how
देखो
confident
कैसे
they were
गुस्सा हुआ है
already.
मॉनिटर में भाई
And they backed
लिटरली
it up with all these
क्या है
2-0s,
भाई
as we mentioned, Dax.
What the
Right?
hell, bro?
They've been absolutely dominant, and they've been keep talking about this confidence throughout the whole tournament, and they just keep on showing it. Once again, we saw from the coach saying, "I don't think we have too much to worry about. I'm feeling confident. Not too many mistakes. We'll win it again." Right?
It's such an interesting contrast to see how these two teams function. Southeast Asian teams, as I say, are very emotionally driven or very passion driven. The Korean teams, extremely methodical. But that said, SPG is an absolute delight to watch. They've been unlike any other Korean team I've seen play so far. And I would be very excited, actually, if they also joined the ranks in VCT Pacific. Now, I spoke to Boom's Zespi, and he was up all night thinking what would be the win condition to win against a team like SPG. And he said there's one, and they would need Riot's help. And that would be to nerf Neon.
That's true.
That was his take.
Okay. Wait. Are we getting production?
Oh, patch notes. Patch notes.
Can we get Neon disabled because Dambi's too good?
Well, Vice
What was
enabled,
that?
Neon
Oh.
disabled.
Famous Vice?
Yeah, but no, it's true though. We've seen Boom to be the team that doesn't run Neon make it to the finals.
Yep.
Meanwhile, we've seen Sinprisa absolutely, utterly dominate and make so many executes thanks to that Neon Dambi.
Yeah, so Son also mentioned this before when we had our little talk, right? He said, I've mentioned this before, Boom is not going to win this tournament if they don't pick up Neon in the off time that they had. They didn't pick up the Neon. They're in the grand final. Is he going to be made to look the fool, or he's going to be an absolute genius?
Oh, well, I would like to know the answer to that question. Maybe we can pull them on later.
Wow.
Here are our predictions. I just need to caveat this for the Indo audience who's like, oh my God, I'm a betray. First of all, I like good Valorant. Second of all, I've been wrong. The last 2 days, I voted against Boom. I voted for Brittle. I voted for Full Sense yesterday. So think of it as a jinx. Think of it as a jinx. But either way, I just want good Valorant. Guys, you have both gone for Boom today?
Yeah.
All right. How strong are we feeling about this prediction?
Yeah, I said Boom at the start. I'm going to say Boom now.
Okay.
Right? There is a part of me that think maybe SPG is playing a little bit of better Valorant, but then the emotional part is like, but there's the crowd.
Yeah.
You know, so I think it's just hard to predict it, right? But I will stick with my initial prediction. Boom. unlike some others.
Look, if I was online here, we
पता
were
नहीं
just
भाई
doing our
बोम
own
तो
podcast, I could
क्या
say
बोलूं अभी तक की
SPG, they
कन्वर्सेशन
have
में लग नहीं रहा
incredible
बोम
stats,
जीतेगी
incredible flawless win
जैसा
streak.
सब
They've
लोग
done
बोल रहे हैं
everything they can to really deserve, and how they prepared for Ascension. The mindset was, let's go into Pacific. But boom, my heart goes with them, and you can already see even the audience. Guys,
1%?
I can't believe this. Actually, even the audience is with us. Boom Esports, we believe.
Yeah, but this is insane. This
Yeah.
is how amazing of a grand finals we are about to get. Even the audience, and I know we feel the same way too. On paper, Sinprisa Gaming should be winning it all, but this intangible factor here in this stadium, again, I didn't think it was a real thing until I started happening before my eyes during that Riddle game when they were down. They didn't look that great, and then they started coming back. The moment the audience, the drums, there are drums in this audience, guys, that started cheering them on. They started getting that support, started believing themselves. So I am very excited for this grand finals matchup. What do you guys think of the map? The map score is going to make.
The maps, I think definitely there's a big advantage for SPG,
Absolutely.
right? Coming in from the upper bracket, they get what they deserve by playing so well and them getting that veto advantage. The two maps are going to be interesting because it's going to be, are we going to challenge them on a map that they're good on? Or do we just take out a map where we feel like, oh, they're too good right now, we don't even challenge it?
Yeah, I'm expecting either maybe an Icebox or a Scent ban from SPG. There is consideration also that Abyss will be removed because SPG hasn't played it yet. And of course, we saw how good Boom has been. It's the comp they've been trying to save for the grand finals itself. So that tape is going to be helpful for SPG. I do wonder, though, will SPG force Boom to play Haven? Because that was the one map we didn't see yesterday, right? And we saw SPG utterly dominate full sets 13-0. But you were talking about it in the panel yesterday, Ewok. Boom Esports, their history on Haven, not too good. And you were there front seat, you know?
Yeah, I was concerned yesterday if it did go to the 5th map, where Boom might feel a little bit uncomfortable going to the Haven, but they could force it here, just exactly as you said, Dax. And the other one is the Abyss, right? That kind of ties into what I'm saying in terms of, do you challenge them on it, or do you respect ban it? You guys have kept it this far, and they openly talked about keeping that map as a surprise pick, and now it's not so much of a surprise anymore.
That's
So they're
right.
going to say, okay, we respect it. You're looking really good on Abyss right now. Our Abyss was good before, but we're going to take it out. I'm curious to see if they go that route.
I am really curious too. Sinprisa Gaming has so far shown map dominance. But like you guys pointed out rightfully, Ascent was there just for a little sneak preview, a little one-off, one-hit wonder. Maybe they might have refined it and brought it back in. Icebox is another one of those maps. They banned the entire challengers, but then they revealed it here, and clearly they're okay on Icebox. So I'm also curious if that's something you're going to keep or not. But they had a lot of time to think about this. We're talking about, Ewok, maybe as a coach, you can tell us how important it is, how effective it is to have a lot of tape on the other team.
Yeah, for sure. Especially even coming into the veto as well, right? You can see all of this maps that they're playing, what they prefer. Is their playstyle maybe a counter to yours? Does it feel like, okay, maybe they lost the map, but they actually played well on the map? Because that happens as well. And it might be something that your team struggles against, or maybe a composition you haven't scrimmed against much. So all of that you need to take into account when making decisions for the veto. And then if you do go to that map, then you just have a little bit more footage. You maybe see some triggers for traps and stuff like that. Because there's always some shows that some teams don't know about. There's always some things that even about your own team, you don't know that you're showing this little bit before you go for an execute. And that's where the top level analysts and coaches come into play. And they give those little reads to the IGL and everyone doing the research and then just taking all of that in. But you need to be careful not giving in too much information. So, but I'm sure the SPG's coaches got that all covered.
That is very interesting to point out, and a really interesting. It's so great having a coach here, like an actual expert. We're just yappers. We have an actual coach here, and I think it's so important to have those tells, those reads, those small things. Like we see these amazing set plays, the really obvious stuff, and maybe they might have some anti-strats to that. But then to figure out what those tells are, that might go into newer plays are very interesting, and this is obviously what they're studying. Now, another thing with Sinprisa Gaming, they are primarily a rookie squad. This is very different than Boom Dex.
Yeah, Boom has had that rich history. Remember, we said a few years ago, they even represented the region within Valorant Champions after winning in LCQ. And for Boom, that history is going to help them in these clutch scenarios. I was considering though something that Ewok mentioned to me a few days ago in some trends. Sinprisa Gaming, they have this tendency to start on the attack. And I've been looking at the stats just for this tournament alone. funny enough, the only map that has a sub 60% attack win rate for them is Ascent, which is 58%. Everything else is minimum 62. There's 92% for Lotus. Obviously, you know, you look at Haven and that's 100%, but that's an outlier. It's just crazy to think we have Synprisa as this utterly stat-dominant team. But then we go back to Boom, where it's heart, it's grit, and we've seen the step up come into play when it's needed the most. You mentioned a while ago what Son said about the Neon and whatnot, but we also always talked about how Famous needs to step up, how Berserk needs to step up, and they did so in that series, especially against full sets. Hero and NC Slasher have been absolute constants of this team. They are really leading the charts right now within the arena. And Zespi, he is the one feeding off the crowd energy. You know that he's just so happy to allow this team to flourish, to be optimistic, and to give those good vibes. So if you really believe in that mind versus heart kind of fight, you're going to get it in this series, and I can't wait for it.
The best matchups are often this kind of matchup, actually.
But Dax, is heart and grit going to be enough to go against Synprisa's attack side?
That's a coach in you saying that. Like, come on.
They've been so dominant on the attack side.
I believe you.
They keep picking the attack side and then taking that big lead instantly. I don't know if Boom can handle it.
I don't know. I had the same questions for Boom the last 2 days, which is why my prediction went the other way. I've been proven wrong. So, Coach, I don't know. Sometimes these things can't be measured. With that, we're going to go on a really quick break. When we come back, it is going to be Grand Finals match day.
Okay. अरे भाई म्यूट कर दो कॉपीराइट आ जाता है का म्यूजिक कॉपीराइट फ्री नहीं है यार 5 मिनट में आएगी सब स्टार्ट हो जाएगा last 3 minutes ओके 2 मिनट और यार ने आधा घंटा तो ऐसे ही वेस्ट कर दिया यार बहुत टाइम लगाते हैं ओके फाइनली स्टार्ट हो गया ओके रुक जाओ भाई कॉपीराइट ना आ जाए कॉपीराइट का बहुत गलत सीन है यार अभी अनम्यूट कर दूंगा अभी ये लोग मैच स्टार्ट होती इंडिया में क्यों नहीं होता भाई ये सब फॉरेन में तो किस लेवल पे होता है यार
Maka Square Britama Arena VCT Ascension Pacific Jakarta. Bye-bye.
Welcome back to VCT Ascension in the best region of Pacific. I'm your host, Chubby Ninja. With me, we got Ewok and Dax here, who have been breaking down things with their big brains and telling you guys what's up. We did talk about our predictions just now. We got Boom here. For I think most of the talent pool except for Komodo and myself. But this is really hard. Even the audience poll was really hard. It was like a 51% in favor of Boom. So it's still quite equal here. We can see some of your players here having a little bit of fun.
See, they're not in scrims.
Well, they're like our coaches up there.
Well, they should be practicing on their own, I think, if we want to make it to the big events. See these boys slacking off a little bit. We'll talk about that later,
service.
Come on, where's the master silent appearance? You know?
No, they need to be playing, and they don't need me.
Do they need you?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I'm just thinking though. We were in this break, right? We were just hanging out, trying to see what was going on. We also saw ourselves in the little video there.
FanFest.
But it's crazy. Boom. The fans have been making so much noise.
Zahid,
They
please
have
give me
all
gun
these
buddy.
cheers from what
Zahid,
I've seen on
gun
social media. It's
buddy.
like what, 12 different cheers for Boom Esports that they have posted.
Is that official? 12?
That's what I've counted. I need a
Oh,
final
you've actually
confirmation.
counted them. Wow. Okay.
I saw something like that, and we've been hearing a lot of them within the arena. There's so much support really here.
Oh, Ray 4C here.
Yay!
There are so many VCT and Valorant superstars here in this arena today. And it's actually such a testament to how good Indonesian Valorant is because a lot of them are already in Pacific. They're on RRQ, they're on Paper X, and they're all here in the stadium. A lot of them are the casters, a lot of them are ex-pros. It's actually incredible, this Indonesian firepower. So while Sinprisa Gaming looks like, on paper, the team to win it, Indonesia has heart, and they can aim real good.
Yeah, everyone's just loving to be here. You can see, so we see a lot of Boom jerseys. We see our boys again, looking all shy at the camera. But they've been enjoying it. I think it's just great for them to get this fan experience as well, for all the fans to come out and really get to see all these people that you get to maybe watch on your live streams or whatever you maybe get to watch them play and everything.
Oh,
You get that
yeah, that's a different kind of buff for our coach right here.
Yeah, girlfriend buff. Girlfriend buff there.
But, you know, Ewok's been looking for all these jerseys. He said boom jersey. And you can feel there's a little bit of a wench in his heart. It's like, where's the RRQ jersey? We're the ones I'm going to sign later on tonight.
Yeah, we've seen a couple. I'm just excited to see some of the guys repping our jersey, repping everything, and I just love to see it.
And we also have T1's X-Crit also here in the stadium. So again, continuing with that Indonesian trend. But that said, Korean gameplay is nothing to scoff at. We obviously have 3 Korean teams already in VCT Pacific, and they're pretty damn good too.
You say there are 3 Korean teams, and let's say one of them was the champion of the world at one point, right? We did
Masters,
see,
yeah.
we finally got Genji to bring a trophy home to Pacific. Korean Valorant has truly become the standard this year, and we've heard that Simprice has been getting, you know, a lot of experience scrimming even higher and higher levels of play.
All right, I don't know if this is feeding into our mics right now, but Sun, the caster for today, Indonesia's last hope, as they call him, is riling up the stadium. It is absolutely electric. It's phenomenal to be in the stadium, and I have to say the Indonesian crowd is something else. I absolutely love the energy. That they might not have the same art skills as Korea, but I love the messages that we've been seeing. They're hilarious.
It's been so great to have the crowd
From
come
Game
out
Changers.
and massive.
Game Changers player. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, I wanted to make a point with Dax there, what you said earlier.
Yeah.
We're seeing all these Korean teams, and Vic, you also mentioned that Korean gameplay is something else, right? Something that we used to associate with Korean Valorant back in the day was a little bit more of a strategic, a little bit slower pace.
Oh,
We
yeah.
speak especially of DRX, right?
Yep.
This year, we've seen Genji kick it up a notch and hit a lot
भाई
more
साहब
faster
पूरा zoom कर
executes.
दिया.
And I feel like SPG is another evolution further than that.
Yes.
Running it into your bomb side, or your spike side rather, before you
वो
can do
Fade
anything
और
about
Viper
it.
भी आया.
Oh, yes. That's right. So you're
Cosplay
talking
कर
about
रहा
this evolution in Korean Valorant. We saw it happen over in VCT Pacific. SPG does not, like, they play even faster than the current Korean teams. And they have credited, Margaret has done an interview on the Korean desk, and he said, we've been scrimming with a tier 1 Singaporean team. I assume they meant Paper X because they also did mention some like kudos there in terms of like gameplay style and I think the philosophy around their team comps and how they tackle maps.
Yeah, I've seen also a few comments here and there what Mind Freak was eyeing the SPG guys, so you can see there's maybe a little bit of rivalry there going on. I've also heard that DRX have been involved with Simprisa Gaming as well.
Oh yes, that's right.
So there are a lot of titans, but why does it seem like every
अरे
time we
बस
try to talk
भाई
about
start
Simprisa,
करो
because you know
यार
we're the English side, they don't even hear us. The Indonesian crowd gets louder and louder.
It's weird, right?
It's
That's
like-
what I mean. This is this intangible effect, the power of the Indonesian crowd. They're not even hearing us. They're hearing the Indonesian casters right now.
Yeah.
Somehow, it's like they know, like they're doubting. Here we go. Like, you got to believe in
They're bringing
Boom.
up the stats.
Yes.
They're bringing up the Purge's #1 right now. You know, Dambi's the best
भाई
Neo we've ever
stickers
seen.
बढ़िया लग रहे हैं जो यूज कर रहे हैं सब ये stage
Flex,
वाला
it's finally time for the finals. He's showing up, but no. Boom Esports. That is the way. That is the answer.
Yeah, they get all quiet when we're talking about Boom.
Yeah.
Talking about how good the stats are, how
like
good
right now, we're
the
talking about
crowd
Boom.
is. We're talking about Boom. All of a sudden, it's quiet. They just have that inner feeling.
But it's also super cool how full the stadium is right now. The Rye and the production have been telling us that it's been full house, sold out, and it's actually it's warm in the
पता नहीं
stadium
यार
right now because there's so many bodies in here.
समझ ही
super
नहीं आ रहा
heated up and
सपोर्ट
ready
लोग
to
बूम
go
को
for this
कर रहे हैं
particular match.
बट इनकी
Right,
कन्वर्सेशन से
but
लग रहा था
maybe
कि
because Ewoks
नहीं
just-
जीतेंगे बूम पता नहीं यार
Right, both of you.
यही चल रहा है
We
इनका।
can't handle this heat, gentlemen. That is too much like snazzy suiting.
It's so upgraded, his attire. He always wears the blazer in Pacific, right, with the RRQ pin. But he always has something else inside. Now it's the full ensemble. Even has a little pocket square going on here. So fancy, you all.
He is probably the fanciest of all the coaches, and it's definitely been remarked on. If you see all the walkouts, come on, like you rock a suit better than Turby. I'm gonna say that. But we saw in the audience there's someone asking for a riot gun buddy. I know this is like
Bhai, kya
taboo. You should
harkatein
never
karte
ask a rioter for it, but while we have a predominantly Indonesian audience, fans from other countries have flown in to support their teams throughout this tournament, including Riddle.
Yeah.
And I heard Riot gave those, they found them in the audience, the Japanese fans supporting Riddle, Riot Gun Buddy. So guys, if you really want to know how to get a Riot Gun Buddy, fly in to watch a tournament.
Just show your support. I've also seen, I'm not 100% sure about this, but I've seen like trading cards of the Riddle players. Like I saw one a while ago with
like J-pop style.
Yeah, just like the
Riot
idols.
Gun Buddy तो भाई
Yeah, the Japanese fans do
क्या
love their
बोलना चाहिए?
merchandise and love supporting their teams,
Mhm.
right? And it's something
बहुत
that I think is so special to have the
मुश्किल
LAN
है।
event here in Indonesia, where we can have so many people and different cultures fly in to come and watch the games.
Yes.
I think that's just one of the things that we really enjoy
हाँ
about this
वैसे
game is that we can
जान
get
पहचाना तो भाई
behind our
मिल भी
teams
सकता
and
है
we can just support our whole region
कुछ लोगों
together.
को मिला भी है
Yeah, I think that's probably one of those most
But
beautiful
वैसे तो
moments. First of all, even amongst our talent pool alone, we come from so many different
Impossible है
countries,
मिल पाना।
different regions, completely different regions, and here we're all supporting Pacific together. Why are they so...
My eyes. Even my eyes need to get covered right now.
Why are you so looking at this? How's your Korean?
Oh.
Kwenchana.
Kwenchana.
There we These sides are hilarious here. It is definitely a different vibe here also in the stadium versus, we're used to being in COEX over in Pacific. Totally different energy. I feel like the Korean crowd is very supportive. But a lot more behaved in a way. There's this wild energy here that I love it. I'm all for it.
The Korean fans definitely are a little bit more reserved.
Yeah.
I would say, but I love them getting crazy over here.
Yes.
I just love them being very vocal about their teams and what they want to see from their teams. And you said it's hot in here. What I'm curious,
with the girlfriend cam.
Please
on.
Viper
On point. On point timing, Ewok. Clip it, ship it, send it later.
Yeah, we're gonna clip it. Someone clip that. Send it to his girlfriend.
Yeah. at RRQ Ewok.
Yeah.
You already know what to do.
That Ewok ruse.
Dude, you're just so natural at this.
I know. He's
my-
turning
just-
red right now. He's blushing.
I'm blushing already. Oh.
Let me think about it. He's a complete package. He's like the coach. Now he's an analyst. I'm waiting for him to be the caster, interviewer, everything, Maybe one day he'll also be the player again.
Do you guys know?
Yes?
I don't know about all the coaches. Probably not all the coaches. So I was bragging that I have a higher prize pool in Valorant as a player than Alex, Paper X Alex. Then Ewok's like, how much is it? We told him. It's like literally in the hundreds. It doesn't even, and he's, but Ewok comes in and is like, well, I've earned more than both of you put together. So
Ewok just won't let it go.
Yeah, I'm a proud South African player back in my days.
Yeah.
We had some tournaments there that's where I really got started. And I just felt I was really lucky to have really good teammates there. And then from there, just went, initially I was a player, and then I went to coaching, and then they're like, okay, well, we need a player again. So I went to go play again, and then back to coaching, and then I came to Asia. And as you said, all of these different type of people, and we have so many different cultures, even on the talent pool, right? And for myself, I'm not from the Asian region, right?
Yeah.
But ever since I moved over to Indonesia, I felt like it's my second home.
they're so warm and welcoming here.
Absolutely.
It's so warm and welcoming, and it's really so humbling to see these fans really appreciate, because I really do put in everything to make the Indonesians proud. And I can really feel that respect and the gratitude coming from the fans. And it's something it was beyond my wildest dreams, really.
We've been witnessing that.
I've seen
fans following Ewok.
I mean, even the meet and greet. But I want to point out, Ewok makes a good point about respect.
Yes.
Even though it was tough for Boom, especially against Riddle Order at the very start, and Boom was getting cheers even though they were super far back, they would still applaud. Full sense. They would still applaud Riddle Order. There is that respect to the level of play all the other competitors have brought here to Ascension. And it's great to see that there is support for just
Indonesia
as,
से इतनी
as
अच्छी
Tommy
ट्रैक
would
है
say, damn good Valorant, right?
Yeah.
Just to your point, right? Yesterday we saw Sushi Boys. I think he won the clutch, and then he was giving it a little bit, right? And the crowd loved it, right? I feel like there's no animosity against it. And even we could hear on the Indonesian caster side, they were loving it as well. They're saying, okay, Full Sense is fighting back. They're going against the crowd, and the crowd was enjoying the energy coming from Full Sense, especially after they went down 0-2, and we thought, maybe it's done for Full Sense. and they start fighting back, and the crowd was loving it.
It's not personal, and which is I love. Everyone just wants good Valorant. I was with the co-streamers. We had Lammy Snacks from Full Sense, Thailand, sitting right next to the Indonesian co-streamers, which Son was there with Excurate, Mind Freak was there, the whole Severin, the whole crew was there, and they were just friendly smack talk. They had a little wager on subs there, but it was all good vibes. Maybe sadder vibes for Full Sense. Yeah. But that said, it's been absolutely phenomenal. And what I really like is when it comes to the global events, when it comes time for all our regions to face up against each other, all that is put away and we all carry one flag, and that is Pacific. So it has been I just absolutely love our region, how much heart there is here in this region. Also, fantastic always being with you guys. But yeah, it's been great. Another fun fact about our casters, by the way, Komodo plays in black and white.
Yeah.
And his peak radiant.
And he played in the playtest a while ago, so they had to change his monitor settings as soon as he was done.
Yeah.
Because what if one of the pro players a while ago were just like, oh, why is there no color on this?
I did not know
All
that.
right, I'm trying to hear a cue. It's so loud in the stadium right
I
now.
think it's an interview.
We're going to an interview. All right, let's go over to that interview
अरे
because
भाई,
it is crazy in here.
भाई तब से कितने इंटरव्यू ले चुके हैं बस कर दो भाई अब मैच स्टार्ट करो भाई
All right.
मैच starts in 3 hours.
Right beside me is the cute cosplayers from Indonesia. Could you please introduce yourself and where is it? Is it a community or is it just yourself coming together with your friends?
Actually, we are a community built in 2021, and we are coming here heavily as a cosplayer, and want to introduce to you all because cosplay is fun actually. So.
Alright, jadi mereka dari komunitas Valorant Indonesia, komunitas cosplay lebih tepatnya. Mereka
बाकी सब ठीक है बट फेड कुछ ज्यादा ही सूट कर रहा है
mereka
उसके
di sini pengen
ऊपर
memperkenalkan
बहुत सूट कर रहा
komunitasnya
है
dan
Oh,
juga pengen ngajakin semua
अरे ये तो
orang
देखा ही नहीं
yang
मैंने
mungkin punya min untuk nge-cosplay
ब्रिम बैठा हुआ
bisa
है
join
ऐसो
sama
भी है
mereka karena cosplay
अबे ब्रिम
itu
के
seru.
ऑरेंज होते हैं ये ब्लू पहन के आया है
Sekarang
क्या
hari ini
बंदा है
kamu ngedukung tim apa? SPG atau BME Esports? Kalau dilihat benderanya sih kayak udah serigala banget nih. Which team that you're rooting for?
Sport dong. BME Sport.
BME Esports. Say it louder.
BME Sport.
Oh, tepuk tangan untuk BME Esports mana? Woo! Nice. When we ask them to give some applause, they give it real loud. Dan ini aku pengen nanya deh. Ini kan pertama kalinya Ascension Pacific ada di Jakarta. Gimana rasanya kamu bisa nge-cosplay di acara Ascension Pacific Jakarta?
It's
It's
actually
gonna
an
start
honor
tomorrow
malah.
वही तो भाई
Karena,
पता नहीं क्या सीन है
ini kan acara VCT Ascension
ये
ini
तो हो
gede
सकता
banget,
है वैसे
apalagi,
इनका मतलब कुछ चल रहा हो उसी में
official gitu
अभी
kan, dan kita bisa cosplay jadi
तो
karakter
उसकी वजह से
yang
हो सकता है ये लोग वो कर रहे
ada
हो
di game itu
डिले कर रहे
jadi
हो वरना
sebuah
क्यों डिले
kehormatan
करेंगे
malah
ऐसे
buat
कुछ
kita
होगा
cosplay.
रीजन
Luar biasa sekali. So we asked them how it feels like to be here, to be
अबे सारे
able to
characters
cosplay
हैं क्या
in VCT Ascension Pacific Jakarta,
डेडलॉक
and
भी
they
है
said
वो जेट
it's,
बैठी है
it's really a big honor for them to represent Indonesia and as well as being able to do the cosplay in this big event. And we also have a streamer in here, Friska. Hi. Could you please look at the camera? Oh my god, kita punya streamer cantik di sini. Say hi guys. Friska, one of our streamer from Indonesia. She's a pretty one. How are you, darling?
Very good, thanks.
And how it feels like to be here in VCT Ascension Pacific Jakarta?
Oh, this is super amazing because we get to see the hype, and we are hyping in Jakarta, not anywhere else, but in Jakarta. And BME Esports is in the final.
Oh my God.
It feels so amazing to support our team in hometown.
Oh my God, luar biasa sekali bisa mendukung tim tuan rumah yang masuk ke Grand Final. Dan ini memang pengalaman yang sangat luar biasa. Untuk jomblo-jomblo di rumah jangan terganggu dengan yang di belakang saya ya. For everyone that is single for today and actually have no partner to watch this 29 September, especially the Grand Final of VCT Ascension Pacific, don't bother with them because they're the cutest couple in here. But if you're a jomblo or a single, maybe you can find some love in VCT Pacific Jakarta. Dan sepertinya kita perlu mencari sesuatu dalam artian motivasi dan support untuk Boom Esports. Priska, could you please give your support to Boom Esports?
Hah?
Give your support to Boom Esports.
Boom Esports semangat, pokoknya ini udah banyak banget yang dukung kalian. Coba drumnya boleh dimainin sekarang. Boom Esports.
Tanyanya apa, Mas?
तो क्या बूम जीतने वाले हैं क्या भाई? सीन क्या चल रहा है? हर कोई बूम को बोल रहा है.
And right beside me is the biggest scammer in Indonesia. Dean Kate!
Halo.
Salah satu scammer lebih besar daripada scamnya GLHF Son. Itu nanya bang,
Ya.
ini lu pertama kalinya datang ke event Valo atau udah beberapa kali datang?
Sebenarnya ini pertama kali gue datang event Valo. Iya, pertama kali.
It's actually his very first time to come in visit the Ascension Pacific Jakarta, and especially the Valorant event itself. And gimana rasanya datang sini?
Sebenarnya gue udah sering datang ke event-event turnamen, cuma ini Valorant pertama kali kan. Ya expected lah, maksudnya seru banget, ramai banget. Dan ini apalagi grand finalnya ada tim Indo ya, ada Boom Esports. Jadi gue dukung Boom Esports lah, Indo Pride.
Indo Pride, so he often visit esports tournament in Indonesia, and since it's the very first time he come here to watch the Boom Esports at his grand final, and he will give his support for Boom Esports. So Indo Pride.
Indo Pride. Yeah.
Tapi gimana nih? Kita ngomongin Valorant sendiri. Ngerasa Valorant sendiri komunitasnya itu udah gede atau kurang gede nih menurut lo?
Kalau untuk aku kan sebelumnya juga di e-sport kan. Kalau ngelihat kayak gini, penontonnya full gini, tiketnya sold out kalau dari kemarin, ini udah cukup besar. Cuman ya gue berharap sih untuk scene PC apalagi Valorant ya bisa lebih besar lagi.
Okay, so he hopes that
English में बात करो भाई, English at least
especially the
समझ तो आ रही
competitive
है.
scene in Indonesia can be bigger. Well, tapi gue mau nanya dulu, gue mau mastiin dulu ya. Ini omongan lo kagak pakai donasi kan?
Nggak pakai donasi.
Nggak pakai donasi ya? Ini jujur dari hati ya?
Dari hati ini, dari hati real
ya?
ini. Nggak dibayar.
I just want to make sure that he said all of those things is not paid. So it's truly from his own heart that Valorant is already big in Indonesia, and he hopes it will be bigger and bigger. So I hope every single person in here, and especially in offline at Britama Arena or at home at the live stream with us, can enjoy this live stream and also the tournament. And Bang, bisa nggak kasih kata-kata?
Oke, kata-kata apa?
Hari ini.
Kata-kata hari ini?
Ya.
Buat semua orang?
Ya.
Especially ya yang di sini?
Ya.
Jangan lupa mandi.
I asked today's motivation words for every single person in here, and he said, don't forget to take a bath.
Ya.
Oke Bang Dean, thank you banget. Enjoy your day.
Thank you.
Dan di sini ternyata banyak berkumpul, gak cuma streamer, cosplayer, tapi para fans Valorant di Indonesia. And actually really nice to have every single person in here, not only streamers, not only cosplayers, not only fans of Valorant itself. I hope you guys enjoy. And could you guys please give me the applause and the loud and the noise? One more again guys. Ah, belum makan ya?
लोग भी
Belum
बोर हो
makan ya?
चुके हैं
Sekali lagi. Brita Marina! That's the
डिले ही
noise
करे
that
जा रहे हैं
I
भाई
want to hear. I hope every single person in here having a very good time. But kayaknya kita perlu cari korban. Apa? Test Bunny. Test Bunny. I'm really sorry Test Bunny. But someone say that you always jinx. But we actually have a big celebrity in here. Could you please give applause to Lil Rere? Lil Rere. Re, berdiri Re. Berdiri Re. Berdiri Re. Lo tahu kan gua kan travel size.
Ngapain sih,
Tolong,
Ma? Baru kemarin gua nge-cast, Ma. Aduh.
Ya nggak apa-apa lu kerja lagi bantuin
Gue jadi
gua.
pengen NPC aja sekarang.
Yeay, PNPC. Maksudnya apa? Tapi gue pengen nanya nih, ini kan hari lu tema batik.
Iya.
Dalam rangka apa lu pakai batik?
Kan disuruh sama Valorant Esports Indonesia.
Kenapa tuh? Biar apa?
Biar kita Indonesia banget.
Wis.
Iya. Kita
So-
memperkenalkan budaya batik ini asal dari Indonesia.
So most of audience in here at Britama Arena wearing batik, which is the traditional clothes from Indonesia, and we would like to introduce to the world our traditional culture, batik, traditional clothes from us to the world. Could you please give applause to batik from Indonesia? Woo! Re, lu dukung Boom atau SPG?
Hah?
Lu dukung Boom atau SPG?
Gue dukung SPG sih di sini.
अबे स्टार्ट करो भाई
Maksud nih. We found an imposter.
Ya TTA. Ya TTA.
Oh, gak apa-apa. Ini safe gak kalau gue jelasin?
Nggak usah.
Oh, nggak usah.
Semua penonton Valorant udah tahu kok.
Tapi masalahnya yang di English broadcast kan nggak tahu.
Biarin aja. Nanti biar mereka cari tahu sendiri.
Oh, produser boleh nggak nih dikasih tahu nih? Safe gak nih? Boleh nggak dikasih tahu nggak nih ke English broadcast biar mereka tahu apa sih kenapa Rere dukung SPG? Boleh nggak nih? Boleh di spill sedikit. Tapi kayaknya di spill kasihan masa
Nggak usah.
masa yang Inggris nggak tahu. So guys, from English broadcast, Rere voting for SPG because he has a curse. Each team that he voted will be lose. I just want to make it clear so you guys understand also. Gimana, Re? Tapi berarti lu dukung si SPG kalah?
Ya nggak usah dijelasin lagi lah, Mak.
Oke.
Iya.
Tapi lu sendiri nih?
Hah?
Lu sendiri?
Enggak.
Sama siapa?
Ini warga-warga caster. Ini.
Profesor.
Nih tanya nih.
Oh,
Nih.
Di sini kita punya SJW. Tapi tahu kan drama terupdate SJW gimana? Konon nih ceritanya. So there's a big group in Indonesia called SJW. And one of the members just left out the group. You wanna know the reason why? Because he wants to focus on his
अरे
solo
बस
career.
भाई कितना बोर
Yanto
करोगे
Kocul. Yanto Kocul.
चैट में भी गुस्सा करते हैं लोग
Jangan gitu, jangan
नहीं कितना ही
gitu,
टाइम
jangan
लगाएंगे ये
gitu.
लोग
Jangan gitu. Tapi nggak apa-apa. Tok, itu kawan lagi di sana tuh. Ngomong sesuatu dong buat sah.
Itu. Weh, gue mau. Gue mau sahabatan.
Mau sahabatan. I'm sorry, Yanto. Actually, S is Severin, Jamal, and Wilson. And I think it's the very right time to back to the panelists. And we will going to throw it back to the casters. So, casters, take it away.
Thank you so much, Abigail. That woman has energy.
Yeah.
She's so fun to hang out with here in Indonesia, and she's a boundless,
Give
endless
her
energy.
a clapper, and the whole
Yeah.
audience will just stand up for her, basically.
She is like raising the passion here across.
She gave us a shout out.
She did, which I really, really appreciate. Guys, thanks for bearing with us. It's been awesome talking into the crowd there. We are going to be going to the match very shortly. This is the grand finals that we've been waiting for.
Yeah.
Are you guys ready for the grand finals?
Yes,
I'm
absolutely.
so ready.
We literally...
So ready.
Why are we here?
50 seconds.
50 seconds
on
to
the
go.
clock. We are ready to go. This is crazy. Sinprisa Gaming looks like they could be winning. At this point, we need jinxes from us, including myself, for them to go down at all. At this point, it looks like the only enemy are themselves at this point. But Boom Esports is on the rise. I think their coach might be underestimating the power of heart, the power of passion, and how far Boom Esports could be going.
I mean, you need the right mentality. This is the match that will bring you to the Pacific League. This is the one that will get you into Tier 1 scene. And this one match, this one best of 5 will define your future in Valorant.
That's right.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's no better confidence than the confidence they got from yesterday's win, right? That it's definitely going to carry over.
Absolutely. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, this is VCT Pacific Ascension. We are going to go into the grand finals of today, Sinprisa Gaming versus Boom Esports.
발로란트를 처음 시작했을 때 이 자리까지 올 줄 몰랐습니다. 한국 챌린저스를 우승하고 어센션에서 퍼시픽 최고의 팀들과 겨루며 저의 꿈, 우리 모두의 꿈, 1티어로 승격하는 것이 가까워졌죠. 어센션의 첫 5일 동안 승리를 할 때마다 자신감이 올랐습니다.
It's been a rough journey for all of us, but we are still here and we are getting stronger and stronger.
But what are you gonna do? Can you keep this up? Can you be consistent enough? This is where Boom, they need the 6 man's energy. They need the crowd energy.
Every time when we have like a half time, I'll just say, guys, let's listen to the crowd. It's so beautiful. It's music to my ears. Because this is our home. This is our turf. This is the lair of Boom Esports.
A 13-0 on the stage with all the storylines behind it. It just doesn't sound possible.
저희는 무적이라고 생각했죠.
I don't know what else to say. I'm in shock. I'm in awe. This is a team that
भाई रिकॉन फैंटम बहुत तगड़ी है भाई रिकॉन फैंटम भाई
No, there's no such thing as invisible team.
이제 목표로부터 한 단계만 남았는데
The strong will always survive, no matter the odds. From each and every losses, we are getting stronger.
저희는 우리의 목표를 이루기 위한 준비가 되어 있습니다. 저희는 결심한 상태이며 목표만을 바라보고 있습니다.
This is the thing. This is why the sky is so incredible and so hot.
We will not rest. We will not falter.
어센션의 챔피언이 되는 것.
And ascend to greatness.
The last trial beckons. At the crossroads of destiny, the challengers will meet. The journey has been long. The path to the summit is almost clear. This is a test of their medal. A battle of attrition, a testament of sheer will. Many have crumbled. Much has been sacrificed. This is a battle to end all
क्या इंट्रो
battles.
बनाया हुआ है इन लोगों ने
Pain is temporary. Glory is forever. Places in history must be earned. In the end, only one will be left standing. Only one can ascend to greatness.
की ट्रॉफी है क्या इस बार? I guess. Oh, 4.5 की KD. भाई साहब 4.5 की KD इस बंदे की। भाई क्या खेलता है फिर ये भाई साहब 4.5। भाई तुम तो किसी की नहीं देखी अभी तक। भाई साहब
Margaret. Silk Cannon. And Sea Slasher. Famazine. Z-Spew. Berserks. Shiro.
एक कसम से भाई उस बंदे जितनी KD नहीं देखी भाई सच में। मतलब ऐसी हुई है भाई हर बार 2, 2.4, 2.6, 4.5 की KD भाई। मतलब काबुल भाई तो गलत खेलता होगा भाई। किस लेवल का खेलता होगा ये बंदा।
For Ascension, this is the last, the final trial for Boom and Sinprisa to obtain that crown, to join the ranks of the Global League, to ascend among VCT Pacific's greats. Gentlemen, on paper, Boom Esports are the underdogs of this grand finals, but can they bring out that inner wolf pack to destroy Korea's absolutely flawless Sinprisa Gaming?
Look, the Wolf House here in Jakarta, and you know that's the energy they're gonna try to look for against Sinprisa. But Sinprisa will have both of the bands, and Upset apparently truly just a fever dream, a one-off, and Abyss respect. Enough. Boom, let Sinprisa begin on the attack.
Very interesting. So we did talk about that Abyss ban, right? And we see Sunset, Icebox, Lotus, Haven, and our final will be...
Bind at the very end, taking that long for Sunprisa Gaming. Boom prioritizing Haven, even though they're shaky. But I'm looking at Icebox right now, Ewok. Boom Esports picking it. It's the closest game they've had versus Sunprisa back in the upper bracket. However, they haven't won that map at all in Ascension.
Yeah, we did have that 13-9, and I'm guessing there's a couple of things that they could have cleaned up there. And definitely going to this one, it maybe feels to me that they're a little bit worried about some of the other maps, going for a map they already played against them and they lost, right? But of course, it's a huge advantage for SPG in this veto.
What I'm looking at is that trophy. These two teams want that trophy. They want this absolute nomination to go in. This is the Agent Comp. Guys, how are we feeling going to this first map of Sunset?
Welcome to Sunset and welcome to the heat check. Dambi on the Neon will say, can you keep up with me, Famous? What is the play? Of course, the Gecko and the Race together. We've already tackled the utility yesterday. How Boom uses it on this map, but Sunprisa want them to bring the aggression to begin the series.
Yeah. What I'm looking at is the attack side for Sunprisa first.
Yes.
Can Boom handle Sunprisa's space today?
They chose it. They chose the defense first.
I'm just enjoying the moment, feeling the crowd right now. They are absolutely pumped for this grand finals against Sunprisa Gaming and Boom Esports. And kicking off our grand finals games are our casters, VCT Pacific's Hayam Quack and Australia's Coach Pilski.
Thank you very much, Vic, Ewok, as well as Dex. I mean, look at this. This is where it all starts. Every battle, every second, every frame counts. And
Absolutely.
It's going to be, SPG all the way from the upper bracket. Boom, getting knocked down by them, coming back up through the lower bracket. This grand final starts here.
100%. We have the honor and the privilege today of witnessing the energy in the Britama arena, of feeling the highs and lows of what it means to be an Indonesian Valorant fan here on home soil, cheering for their team. And on the other hand, one of the most dominant runs we've seen from a rookie team in a long time. They just keep getting better and better, SPG.
They keep on going. They didn't drop a single map throughout their entire run in this tournament.
8-0, ridiculous. Plus 56 round diff. They are absolutely dumpstering every team. In fact, you could argue they had a tougher time making it through VCL KR than coming to an international tournament, which is the opposite of what should happen. You're meant to choke at an international tournament when you have no experience, and Sunprisa just steamrolls everyone.
That's just the darndest thing. How have they made this happen? But of course, still coming up to their opponents now in Boom Esports. Yes, they've had some of trials, some challenges, but now they are here. They have got the whole crowd cheering on for them. The drums are pounding. The crowd is cheering Pilski.
100%. We have never seen them lose a LAN in Jakarta, and we're going to get straight into the pistol round here. Haunt goes through onto elbow side. Zesbiu pushed off the line, but he's got some reinforcements behind him. But SPG, not in a rush here. They're going to pick up the orb. They've got the Cypher investigating B main and the Sentinel standoff over on that side of the map. But here's the re-aggression from Boom.
And then the peek comes out. Zesby, good for the first shot. Instantly backs up. His team is here to back him up. But Debbie, looking to re-aggress, has to fall back.
Yeah, they're going to re-aggress. But Margaret catches Berserks on the lurk. They tried to go back to be able to meet up with him here, but there's the re-aggression into middle.
Nice.
Multiple frags going the way of SPG.
It's all down to Zesby. And he's trying to find the rotations, but he's been blocked off by this perfect smoke from Persia. Now slipping through, it's going to be Margaret. His head gets taken off. The spike goes down.
Nice open plant. Two-man advantage.
अबे scoreboard
SPG
हटाओ
should win this
बेवकूफों भाई
every
क्या
day of the
बंदे
week, and so much time is going to be burnt off the clock here. Zesbiu is a raid boss, though. He's got two smokes to work with. He's got light armor and a sheriff. He really, outside of the paranoia, could not
1v3
have less to work with to be able to complete
Next
this 1-on-3. But is he
मतलब
going to even have
impossible
the
नहीं, but
opportunity to
बहुत
do
hard है,
so?
बहुत
They're
hard
giving
है.
him absolutely nothing.
The big brother of the team, though, gonna have to try to make it work. The sheriff, it does quite the number of damage. But look at the utilities. It dumps through. Dambi taking the shot.
He never even had a chance. He puts a smoke down on the spike, instantly hit by a Prowler fault line. SPG, it's just clinical as always from them. They've chosen to start Sunset. They had the choice of removing two maps, choosing what map to start on or choosing the decider. We've seen them steamroll everyone in very quick fashion in this tournament, and they've chosen to start on Sunset here, to start on the right foot. And it's a match that, you know, you look at their logo and the fact that they've gone onto Sunset here, maybe that's the comfort territory for them.
Possibly is. Those palm trees, the sunset.
Steps.
But at the same time, for Boom Esports, these guys are hungry, Pilski.
They are, but really not much for them to find in a round like this. They're going to
अरे
try to
push कर रहे हैं
isolate the
वो लोग.
lurk of Margaret, who's just holding backside of B-Main for now.
Taking a couple of shots. Can't quite find too much. Debbie wants to slide in. The shot's not quite connected, but here comes Francis and Margaret. Completely blinded up by the Dizzy, though. Unfortunately, it's still not quite enough. It's all down to Zesby. Once again, he tries to block them off with the dark cover. They are still flooding the site. Zesby hears the footsteps, tries to get a shot, but it's to no avail. Ivy ends the round.
Yeah, simple anti-eco there from SPG. A little bit of pressure over on that A side of the map. They come back and wrap back to the B site, meet up with Margaret, and as a team, cut down all of Boom inside of B main. Early on here, you've already got yourself a neural theft for Margaret. I'm looking at SPG in this bonus. If they're able to find an early pick and get a good timing on that neural theft, they could completely run circles around Boom Esports in terms of the rotations and the decision-making in the mid to late round.
And that could give them so much momentum, right, Pilski? That's what they're looking for without a doubt. They are 2-0 and up right now, and they're looking for more.
Boom, on the other hand, was wondering how they were going to approach the start of this match, whether they were going to try to take a foot forward, but they've started things very slowly. They're just dropping off Zesbu on this info line using the one-way. Prowler spotting out, so SPG just confirming that this is where Boom is trying to hold, and they're trying to force them off this info line, but there's no commitment from SPG. They're just trying to deny the info. There's the Dizzy to be able to retake that info line, and as soon as SPG hears that, look at that, they immediately go back and try to take it again.
Waiting for it, setting it up. And here it comes, info line gone. Zesby has to try to hold, but it's going to be Debbie with a slide in.
Neural theft could be huge here. NC Slasher on the off angle though.
He's trying to fight back, has the Dizzy there, but no, can't quite toss it up. It's going to be Debbie with the shots. Now comes Shiro, but he's going to have to try to hold. The reaction's not quick enough. Debbie on a tear. Famous tries to fight back, but onto the fourth kill. It's the paint shells that undoes him, but still the round over to SPG.
4K from Danby in the bonus round. The neural theft was on the other side of the map, couldn't get it going, never even needed it. They win the bonus regardless, and the reads are far too clean for SPG. You saw how they heard the Dizzy, they immediately go back and isolate Zespu, pick up that rifle, and steamroll the rest of Boom.
Absolute steamroll. Bonus round converted, and this is gonna hurt Boom.
Absolutely. They're already back onto yet another half buy in a matter of minutes. They're so far behind in this game and they need a miracle, but Danby's running them down with the overdrive.
He slides in and he's looking for yet another target to hit. The Outlaw will connect onto Shiro. Going in towards Market now. Danby, he's not stopping. He keeps wrapping it up. And up to the next, inside of Boba, NC Slasher tries to fight back, but it's not gonna happen. On to the next now, and it's still gonna be Zesby. Once again, the last member alive. He's looking for the shot, but it's not gonna happen. Once more, Danby!
The disrespect from Danby right off the bat, running into the opponent's spawn, running them down like dogs. The crowd is so quiet right now because there's nothing happening for Boom Esports. SPG in total control of this game, a clean anti-eco after winning the bonus. They are going to have a rock-solid economy to continue dominating on this attacking side. And let me remind you, in the previous series, they went 8-0 and 9-0 up on both maps on attack, and they are dominating on attack again.
Boom, they might have had a 7-5 defensive start against Full Sense yesterday, but so far, doesn't look consistent. SPG are 4-0 right now.
Lower pacing, they're going to get into the site. We'll see if the trips can make any difference for Berserks in the back of the site. Over on the other side of the map, Boom have pushed this A info line and dealt with the trip.
And this allows for Danby to slide in. Just looking for those targets. He knows they are possibly nearby, but look at the relays. Persia off of the little peak. A double kill now pushing forward with the rolling thunder. Danby holds down the line. The rotations have been cut off.
SPG choose not to push the issue anymore, but this is where Margaret can catch them in the side.
Trying to set up that flank. He doesn't spot anything just yet. Zesby trying to set up for it. Holding down the positions, anticipating the flank, takes him down, and this could be a start.
There's no time. They just got to save. They can't get back in. They've never been allowed to. The rolling thunder across spawn, pushing them all back the one way, securing the round, and SPG win another gun round in a matter of seconds. Boom, need a timeout.
Just when you thought the single kill might have brought back some momentum over, Danby slides in and finishes the deal.
Another rifle lost. Boom, it's just crushing. 5-0. Only 2 rifles retained. They've got to try to buy what they can around them. I think they need a timeout. The crowd is trying to get Boom going again.
They're cheering for it. Boom Esports is what we hear. But are Boom Esports here and ready?
Boom are trying to crunch mid here. That's going to forfeit this A site control.
मेरे को तो अभी भी नहीं लग रहा Boom Esports कहीं से भी जीत
like to get on, but here's the fight in middle for Margaret.
SPG तो कुत्ता बना रही है इनका भाई.
Middle surrounded. Zero. The first pick.
Neural theft as well. They're going to be able to read exactly what SPG is doing here and prepare for it accordingly. They push down the flank. The trip's gone because Cypher's dead, and Boom are steamrolling their way straight up into elbow now.
Very aware of it as well, though. SPG, they continue to push up front. And looking from the back now, this elbow line has to be held. Francis looks to shoot. Jespi takes down the first top, and then it's going to be Famous chiming in. The rest of Boom, they're trying to push through, but they can't get past Francis. Onto the other side, they tried to slide in. Famous, it's not going to happen. NC Slasher, he has been shut down.
They just can't get back into the site. They found Margaret right off the rip. Huge commitment in on the flank from Boom Esports, but there's nothing going right for them here. Surely they need a pause. They need to be able to mentally reset from this horrific start here on Sunset. It's not even really a map that we've seen between these two teams. SPG choosing to change up the veto, choosing to pick the first map, and continuing to dominate every team they encounter on attack.
It just looks unstoppable, Pilski. I mean, bear with us, audience. The HUD might not be where it's supposed to be right now, but the score, I will keep it up for you. It is a 6-0.
Quite honestly, Quack, I think that's probably for the best that no one in the arena can see what the score is right now, because they will not be happy with how this series has started here. We're hoping for a miracle for Boom Esports, but SPG, ever since they came out of Challengers Korea, earlier in the year, the core of this team together all knocked out in separate teams, in separate qualifiers for Challengers 1 Korea or Challengers 1 Japan. They come together and dominate Split 2, a couple of close games in the playoffs, and then into Ascension. They have just absolutely destroyed everyone. And it makes me wonder, like, what kind of practice are these guys getting back home? What kind of teams are these guys playing in Korea? How good are the teams in Challengers Korea compared to what we're seeing here in Ascension? Because if you're playing Nongshim Red Force, D+, you're scrimming against the top teams who are playing in Pacific, they're in Seoul, in Korea, and you're cutting your teeth on that kind of opposition, then you're going to be sharp and ready for a tournament like Ascension, and that's exactly what we've been seeing.
Like Dex mentioned on the desk, he might have heard PRX is naming Toss No Scrims.
Dex loves the name drop. I
Here it
respect
is.
it. Going to be a massive fight over A main here, but SPG are just here feeling this out, holding the back of the one way and getting ready with the Prowler.
Hopefully. The utility has been set up. Crash pushed through, and SPG falls back, but then the contact, it isn't quite good. Zespi has to teleport out as well.
SPG has read that so well, but that's where Margaret oversteps over the top mid, punished by Shiro. Again, a man advantage for Boom, but can they convert? They couldn't retake the A site with a 5-on-4 advantage. At least this time they have more space and info across the map. Cam is still up inside market. I can hear the footsteps of the breach coming back to B main, but it's just a singular one-man fake from Francis. Boom retakes middle. They've got a lot of info and space across the map, but they're reading this as a B site hit with the breach util coming into the site.
It is quite a bit of pressure on Zespi's shoulders. Just enough to sell the fake on B.
He just needs to survive. He just needs to pick one off and survive for the retake as SPG slowly works their way into A. Smokes go down. Haunt's going to go over the side. There's going to be no contact. Zesby might go for a bit of a spam, but he needs to stay alive. Danby reads it so damn well.
And he just continues to spray through. Suppressive fire, trying to fend off Boom. They are trying to get a little bit more space back into the site. The fault line connects. Sight lines, though, not quite there. NC Slasher, famous! They have gone in! Now looking for more. It's gonna be SPG trying to shoot off onto the other two, but then NC Slasher comes in with the blades!
They're finally back into the game. Took a while for Boom to get rolling. It was a momentous start for SPG, which is exactly what we expect, but at least Boom has not let as many rounds go by the wayside compared to that upper bracket series between the two. They've got a showstopper to work with into this round. Could be completely key here for Famous to be mixing that one in to try to string these gun rounds together and break down the economy of SPG, who have won that bonus early and have got on a great streak.
Yeah, not too bad with the call from Shiro. 1-6 is the score, and it's just his retakes play, but here comes SPG again. They are trying to switch up the pace. Danby in with the relays.
Complete disengage. They read the fact that it's a stack. Gonna get the wingman going forward, clearing all that space. Re-refresh of the one-way. It's hands off over on the B site for Berserks. Zesby gonna join him with the from the shadows in towards spawn side, and SPG, it's an open site for them, but Danby is gonna go and again push the issue into spawn here.
So deep into the site. The smoke's not quite there though, and there's a rolling thunder from Boom. It knocks them up. Berserk's in with the first blood. Persia though, stopping them in their tracks. It's gonna be a shot still going connecting, and that's SB trying to fire back. Persia in, not dead yet. Tries to fall back, but NC Slasher on for a bit of a flank. They might not know he's here, but they blocked him off with the cyber cage.
Got a full kit of util. Gonna deal with the Haunt. That's gonna reveal his position, Quack.
Persia. Ult expires. But here comes the Dizzy, reveals his position. NC Slasher, he's done it before. Can he do it again? Two players, two obstacles right in front of him. Margaret a little bit too far for him, threads the needle. And that's SPG up 7-1.
Just an immediate reply from SPG. They're reading the game so well. The patience outside of A main, counting the util. They have these protocols in place as soon as they see 2 or 3 sets of util. They're always one step ahead, reading the stack of Boom, seeing the Cypher retake on the other side of the map. They know what the strong and the weak side is, and they are never running into those traps.
Just keep seeing it. Boom, though, trying to switch up some of their setups. It's the same right now.
Yeah, this is Boom, waiting for a mid-crunch, waiting to pull the trigger once SPG takes some space over there, but it's just been Margaret dropped off, and they're going to catch them off guard a little bit. The kills coming through from Boom thick and fast.
Still, though, some of those are pistols, but the Sheriff connects. Margaret goes down. That's a rifle he could pick up. Still, though, onto the site, Danby. He's trying to get the spike planted. Ivy trying to hold off on some of the rotating lines, but no peaks so far. Here comes the flash. Ivy trying to fall back, still trying to hold towards Boba. Another flash being drawn out from Boom. The shots will connect, but not quite the transfer. Zero able to hop on over. It's all down to Danby with 5 HP, and Berserks claims another round for Boom.
Thrifty win for Boom. And in comes the scoreline. It's a dire proposal for Boom to turn this around. But a thrifty win is going to do a hell of a lot of damage to SPG's economy and give Boom access to some much needed rifles. The crowd willing them on, and they are fighting for this game of Sunset.
Definitely looking for a way back into the game. If they can end this first half with a 5-7 Pilski, it ain't too bad. But you got to consider the ultimates in the game right now.
Have a couple online getting pretty close to a rolling thunder here for Francis. If they get some orb control, that's something they can have access to, but it's more Danby that I'm keeping my eye on. Once he rips that overdrive, he is merciless.
So far, we've been wondering about it. And Famous catch up to the speed that Danby brings. The paint shells trying to hold it off.
So many players here for Boom. Ready with the reactive util of the breach of the Gecko. Rolling Thunder going forward, but the Mosh will kick them back for now.
It's been completely avoided. Boom trying to hold off on towards their positions. NC Slasher, good for the first, good for the second. He comes in and gets yet another. Famous from the backlines, comes in exploding. Boom! Another round picked up.
Much better read from Boom in that round. Ready with 3 players on that B site, and that's where you need to slow down SPG before they get rolling. You can't let them get into the site. You can't let them scale up because they play those XVXs and those post plants so perfectly. It was the counter utility that made all the difference. The Rolling Thunder going forward from Francis, but just a singular mosh and a paint shells. The grenades making all the difference from both the Gecko and the Rays. And that's what Boom need. They need to keep reading this correctly, and this is where Danby is going to go back to what's been working for him all tournament long. Picks up the judge, and he's going to be sliding into the faces of his opponents. It's extremely tilting to play against. But Boom, anything but on tilt here. They definitely have a will and a way back into this game. After that Thrifty win, after successfully defending the B hit, they are just 1 round away from resetting SPG's economy. And that could be an easier road back into a 5-7, and that is a very different scoreline from what we've been seeing in the upper bracket games.
They've got the will, they've got the drive, Pilski. It might have looked different so far throughout this tournament, but right here, right now, in front of the home crowd. The drums, the claps, everything cheering for the team.
Boom is hungry for a comeback here. The fans are looking for it. And SPG, this is where they've been dominating all tournament long. They haven't had much of a doubt being put in their head. I think Boom, they're going to make anything happen here in this grand final. You've got to make it happen on Sunset, because let's be honest, you're going into Icebox and Lotus, 2 maps that they got destroyed on in the upper bracket by SPG. Crash right off the bat, going to be clearing all of that B space, trying to catch Margaret on the backside, but he avoids it beautifully. And in the meantime, SPG's taken all of A. Hands being left behind for the retake. Boom, looking their way down tiles. Trip going to be a little bit of an idea for SPG to get this flank goal, but Margaret's just sitting in spawn. He might re-flank once Boom tries to attempt this retake.
That's such a long lurk, Pilski.
They're going to sandwich them. Look at this Prowler going forward.
The Prowler, it sends them back. Margaret, unfortunately, he hears footsteps and tries to hop off. Back into the site, Famous, looking to start things off. The elbow position is so darn hard, but NC Slasher starts things off, eliminating the lurk. Famous, unfortunately, falls. Ivy, he holds the line. Persia, onto the next as well. NC Slasher fighting for his life, but he comes up huge! Swaps off to another weapon, and Ivy tries to reaggress, manages to catch him red-handed. Shiro, alone and cold, the spike will be his undoing.
That's just, again, Boom. Whenever they're out of position, they can never quite make it back in time. The retake takes far too long. They wait for Margaret in spawn. They read the fact that there's a Cypher ready to backstab them, but the patience from SPG is what wins them the round. They don't need to move an inch. They don't need to move a muscle. And Boom take far too long to be able to retake, elbow clear all of the little angles that they need to complete that retake, despite a sick multi-frag from NC Slasher. It's just not enough.
Boom are working against insurmountable odds right now, but they are still not backing down. It is 8-3, the last round of the first half.
Going to be a quick B split, changing up the pace. NC Slasher has to be able to hold on to Market's side here, but Danby's swinging up through spawn.
Look at how he slides in all the way through Boba. Zero, unfortunately caught unaware, and that's going to be NC Slasher trying to dance around the utility, but he gets caught. The net is completely wrapped around Boom, but Berserk's trying to get a little bit more space. Comes back in through the spawn angle.
Famous, very difficult prospect on the operator, gonna try and jump at him. Doesn't quite hit the shot off the back of the satchels. Paint shells going up through the windows, but SPG's just running at him.
Oh, good shot though, and he swaps over to the shorty. Danby way too close, point blank range with that Phantom. Down to Berserks, and he's got so much to clear. Persia! It's the first half, 9-3 for SPG.
What a sick combo. The Nightfall across the B site with Danby running straight up Market stairs. That's how you use the Fade ultimate. It's not a character you're used to playing against on Sunset all that much. Not everyone going for it. Preparing different initiators for the most part. The Sova very popular for breaking the trips, the Gecko for the plants and the strats like that. But in this case, the Fade has immense value. Not a single player from Boom can hear Danby sprinting through market behind them, and he catches them both off guard for free.
And with that, we head on over to the second half, Pilski. It's clear that SPG has everything set up for them. Once again, upper bracket advantage. They pick a map where they have clear strats set up.
Fan wheeling Boom on, trying to give them a hope back into this game. But SPG, it looks like history is repeating itself already. Another dominant attacking side from them, exactly like the upper bracket. And Boom has a huge comeback on their own attack to try to attempt here to be able to get back into this game, because if they lose this game of Sunset Quack, they are staring down 2 maps that they've already lost in the upper bracket straight away against SPG. That's the whole reason why they had to complete this lower bracket run. And yes, they've been improving. And yes, they've been able to use the energy of Arena to their advantage. But have they faced opposition as tough as SPG? I don't think so. Not since they played them in the upper bracket. Full Sense did not push them very much. Just 1 map taken away. So Boom, they've been improving, but they've got to hit another level here, and they've got to do it quick, or that spot in VCT Pacific is going to another Korean team.
Something they do not want. Eyes on the prize. Right in the very center of the stage, in front of the players' monitors. That trophy stands. It is halftime. And like Zespi mentioned before in that interview, this is what he's listening out for.
They need the energy from the crowd right now. Gonna be B main control right off the bat. Berserk's left behind. Full main control over on the A side of the map, taken by SPG, and they're already in rotation. Back across to A, back across to B rather, giving support over to Margaret, who's just sitting on the can. Trip gets dealt with, and in goes Famous to the side.
Straight in, Paranoia. Sense through as well. Famous in with paint shells, trying to catch on to Margaret. He will do it! And then SPG tries to push through Boba.
SPG preparing the U-tilt, getting ready to commit on this retake and isolate these players on the side.
The fault line in the relay, Debbie is smooth. Managed to close in the distance. Ivy up from the back lines, able to take another shot, but Famous comes back in as well. Persa setting up for the flank, but it gets dealt with. NC Slasher now, it's all up to them, as well as Berserks holding it up from main side. They've got the angles, they've got the utility. Demby has to try to make it stick, but here comes NC Slasher once again. He cuts him up.
The crowd again being the 6th man for Boom, giving them the energy they need to get in on the pistol. Bucky comes out for Danby, juggling around a couple of guns, might go back to the Sheriff, but I'd love to see him get a shotgun in this round and slide at some fools. Boom, that's exactly what they needed. Now they need a clean anti-eco. They need a strong economy to be able to perform this comeback. And they have done this a couple of times in this tournament. They've started very slow in some of these halves, down 3-9, completing comebacks against DSG, completing comebacks just previously against Riddle Order in the series that we cast and winning in OT.
And then the shots come through though. SPG, they will not back down without a swing. A couple of shots with the Sheriff up towards A main. They are contesting for this area, not wanting to let Boom through into B. Famous will be able to take at least one down, but then the trade.
As SP's looking for info on the other side of the map. Francis keeping tabs on it, but he's got naught but a classic. Needs to catch him on a good timing or with the U-tilt.
Still though, Zespi up onto the other side, in with the Guardian!
It was Testy as well. He had light armor, a couple classic shots, and Zespi could have been melted in a matter of seconds. Ivy's trying to get on the rotation timing with the Sheriff here, though.
Yeah, no spike plant being heard just yet. Ivy trying to get a quick one, but Zero denies! Boom! Coming back in, hot off the press in the second half.
3 guns kept up. That's what they need. Now they have some firepower into this bonus round to try to either chip away at the economy of SPG or deal them a blow of losing the bonus, just like they were inflicted in the first half. SPG, on the other hand, though, still well and truly in control of this game. Nothing to get too concerned about just yet. Into the first gun round, should still be feeling very confident. Gonna be a slow default. Boom feeling things out. Cam dealt with over on the A side of the map, and control established by the one-way thrown in from the Clove on Market side.
Yeah, trying out a different lane, but still Market. It's quite hot under contest.
Boom clearing the Cam, being aware that a trap can come in from the breach. Cross spotted by Persia.
He's looking for the shot, but denied! NC Slasher, and then pushing up mid! It's gonna be Margaret trying to fight back from the other angle. They've been completely surrounded. The crossfire up against Boom. Margaret sprays, and he takes the round for SPG on to double digits.
Little too easy. Just one little pixel info line from Persia. They clear the Cam in market Boom Esports, and they think, oh, we can sneak through to top mid here. And SPG is ready for it every day of the week. They had that deep A info line. They rotate into a 1-3-1 and crunch top mid from both sides. You can see both the Breach and the Neon, as well as Margaret, over from top mid and spawn side here, just spraying through the smoke. They're just running into a meat grinder. And that's not how you wanted your first bonus to go. Back onto the B main control, but there's already 3 players here for SPG. A little bit of a B trap.
Still, though, Showstopper is available for Famous if he decides to deploy it.
Boom don't get caught by that, though. They're patient. They're biding their time. They've learned from what SPG was doing in that first half. They don't want to get caught by the traps either. The potential of the breach fade to be able to catch you off guard and a quick little Neon slide in is something to be wary of. And Boom are going to walk back to the other side of the map and see if they can contest Persia.
The responsibility falls onto Berserker's shoulders. He's good for the first and the next! Falls back immediately, Cyber Cage up, he hears and collects on information. Persia off to the elbow angle. Good for the first, and instantly uses the pick-me-ups to try to fall back, holding down the line for SPG. He flicks back! It gets another kill! The Not Dead Yet comes back in, and that leaves Famous as the lone survivor. The spike on the ground, he flicks, gets the first burst. Still needs to take down 2 more, though, and he could be surrounded. Off to the next flick, and he gets down Margaret as well. Ivy trying to set it up. The backstab from behind SPG. 2 rounds away from victory.
It was such a good attempt from Famous in the 1-on-3. To be perfectly honest with you, Quack, SPG were kind of feeding it to him. They were giving him the 1v1s. They were giving him a chance, but he was not ready for that flank on short side. And despite all the damage done to the economy here by Boom Esports, they are running out of time. Unless they can take advantage of this reset window on the half-buy or keep the press on and complete a 7-round comeback to go into OT, this is going to be another dominant scoreline here for SPG.
Overdrive used, and it's going to be Danby Francis. They're all chiming in. Overwhelming Boom Esports. It's a flawless round.
It's a slaughter in your own spawn. You can't even get into mid. You can't even get basic map control because SPG takes everything away from you. And Boom, all of the pressure of this game relies on this 1 gun round. They've got to string so many rounds together, not only to break the economy and pressure the economy of SPG, but to even have a single hope of coming back into this game. They've got the Thrash to work with. That could be a great tool to be able to open up this round, and they're going to throw it in right off the bat.
Right now, a perfect reflection of what happened throughout the tournament. SPG sitting casually. They are looking to close out the round on the offensive. Debbie slides. Berserk fires back. Good for 2.
Yeah, this is where Boom are going to go and take this A site. Famous thinking about aggressing up onto short A and pushing the issue. With the Cypher dead, Ivy has a flank timing to be able to take advantage of, and SPG are just waiting for a mistake.
Question is, are Boom going to give it up? Thrash deployed just to clear out elbow, and it spots out Ivy. Good bit of information so far, and the smoke from Zespi just to control the site. Tries to reposition. Shrouded steps up to an elevated angle as well. The aftershock not connecting. Famous up from behind. Ivy gets a shock. Persia, though, slips through the smoke And C Slasher holds his crosshairs tight and close, and Famous in for the finish.
They're fighting back however they can. The Thrash being absolutely instrumental in that round. Thrown right off the bat to clear all of that A space. The second wave, once it comes off cooldown, to be able to spot out the flank and helping Boom to position themselves appropriately. But you can see this is where it's only going to take one slip up from Boom. SPG keeps throwing these aggressive rounds in. You can never know when Danby's sliding at you with a breach stun coming in your face. And at the end of the day, that's going to be very difficult to deal with. That's going to be something that is only going to take one little slip up, one lapse of concentration. And the game's over for you.
One possible retake to end this map. Boom. Looking the entry. The Dizzy comes out. Persia might have been blocked off, but so far still holding down the positions. Famous looking to start things off. Continuing to push through now, but he doesn't quite spot Ivy. It still is the Nightfall that connects. Boom, they have to hold their ground.
Boom trying to get comfortable in the side, but Danby's going to slide forward, throwing up the fast lane, and now trying to dive onto the back of the side with the rest of the team. Shiro just alive, and he can't hold on. Danby's going to get it done, and SPG is going to win the first map.
13-6, they close it off. They had the hottest start possible. Boom, slowly heating up into the server. But can they keep on going? SPG look darn near undefeatable.
It's just such an issue now. Going into two maps that you've already conceded in the upper bracket, this has the potential to be a dominant 3-0 performance for SPG. And unfortunately, it was the same as the studio game performance that we saw from Boom. Losing a massive scoreline early on and never having the opportunity, just too slow to start in this series. And a little bit of a comeback is not going to be good enough. A round or two is not going to be good enough because SPG is just way too consistent.
You need everything that you've got poured into this match, into this game. And right now, I mean, map veto definitely is a hot topic, a hot discussion. Question is, can Boom really shake off this loss?
I'm not sure if they were expecting the Sunset pick, to be perfectly honest with you. I think that's something that, at the end of the day, SPG's thrown in to kind of throw them off coming into this tournament out of Challengers Korea. They go from banning Icebox to picking it or playing it in some series and playing very dominantly on it. They're even picking Lotus against Boom in the last series, which is a map that Boom is very comfortable with. And it works every time. The preparation, the approach is on point, and SPG just continues to dominate.
It's pretty clear. The calling from Francis. Danby still switching up the pace. He hits new levels every time. The entries are strong. Boom are trying to catch up. I mean, it is clear this map veto is a huge problem. This is a new arena. Yes, Britama Arena, but a best of 5 for Boom.
This is where the coach definitely has to come in. They need some leadership. They need some experience to be able to write the passage, or it's going to be another disappointing run in Ascension. And this time on home soil for Boom, they cannot relive what happened last year.
They definitely need to shake things off. So we'll toss it back over to Vic, Ewok, and Dax to break all of this down.
You're never gonna make it, you're not good enough. There's a million other people with the same stuff. You really think you're different? Man, you must be kidding. Think you're gonna hit it, but you just don't get it. It's impossible, it's not probable, you're irresponsible. Too many obstacles, you gotta stop it, yo. You gotta take it slow, you can't be a pro. Don't waste your time no more. Who the fuck are you to tell me what to do? I don't give a damn if you say you disapprove. I'm gonna make my move, I'm gonna make it soon. And I'll do it cause it's what I wanna fucking do. Cause all these opinions and all these positions, they come in millions, they blocking your vision. But no, you can't listen, that shit is all fiction. Cause you hold the power as long as you're dreaming.
There's no way that you make it. And maybe you could fake it, but you're never gonna make it. Are you just gonna take that? Make them take it all back. Don't tell me you believe that. Are you just gonna take that? Or will you fucking fight back? Fight fight back. You ain't never ever gonna break it. You can never beat them and they're better than you face it. Thinking that they give a damn, you're not, think a stray kid. No, they don't give a damn, you got what I'm saying? I'm not fucking playing, I'll give it to you straight, man. There's too many others and you're not that great, man. Stop what you're saying, stop what you're making. Everybody here knows that you just faking. Nah, I don't wanna hear it anymore, I don't wanna hear it anymore. All these fucking thoughts, they are not what I need anymore. I'm about to shut the motherfucking door on all you poor ass haters with your heads in the clouds, talking out loud so proud. You better shut your goddamn mouth before I do more speak out. It's about to head south. Never gonna make it. There's no way that you make it. And maybe you can fake it, but you're never gonna make it. Are you just gonna take that? Make them take it all back. Don't tell me you believe that. Are you just gonna take that? Or will you fucking fight back? Fight back. You're never gonna make it, you're not good enough. There's a million other people with the same stuff. You really think you're different, man, you must be kidding. Think you're gonna hit it, but you just don't get it. It's impossible, it's not probable, you're irresponsible. Too many obstacles, you gotta stop it, yo. You gotta take it slow, you can't be a pro, don't waste your time no more. Who the fuck are you to tell me what to do? I don't give a damn if you say you disapprove. I'm gonna make my move, I'm gonna make it soon. And I'll do it cause it's what I wanna fucking do. Cause all these opinions and all these positions, they come in millions, they blocking your vision. But no, you can't listen, that shit is all fiction. Cause you hold the power as long as you're dreaming. There's no way that you make it. And maybe you can fake it, but you're never gonna make it. Are you just gonna take that? Make them take it all back. Don't tell me you believe that. Are you just gonna take that? Or will you fucking fight back? Fight back. You ain't never ever gonna break it. You can never beat them and they're better than you face it. Thinking that they give a damn, you're not, think a stray kid. No, they don't give a damn, you got what I'm saying? I'm not fucking playing, I'll give it to you straight, man. There's too many others and you're not that great, man. Stop what you're saying, stop what you're making. Everybody here knows that you just faking. Nah, I don't wanna hear it anymore, I don't wanna hear it anymore. All these fucking thoughts, they are not what I need anymore. I'm about to shut the motherfucking door on all you poor ass haters with your heads in the clouds, talking out loud so proud. You better shut your goddamn mouth before I do more speak out. It's about to head south. You're never gonna make it. There's no way that you make it. And maybe you can fake it, but you're never gonna make it. Are you just gonna take that? Make them take it all back. Don't tell me you believe that. Are you just gonna take that? Or will you fucking fight back? Fight back.
You're never gonna make it, you're not good enough. There's a million other people with the same stuff. You really think you're different, man, you must be kidding. Think you're gonna hit it, but you just don't get it. It's impossible, it's not probable, you're irresponsible. Too many obstacles, you gotta stop it, yo. You gotta take it slow, you can't be a pro, don't waste your time no more. Who the fuck are you to tell me what to do? I don't give a damn if you say you disapprove. I'm gonna make my move, I'm gonna make it soon. And I'll do it cause it's what I wanna fucking do. Cause all these opinions and all these positions, they come in millions, they blocking your vision. But no, you can't listen, that shit is all fiction. Cause you hold the power as long as you're driven.
There's no way that you make it. And maybe you could fake it, but you're never gonna make it. Are you just gonna take that? Make them take it all back. Don't tell me you believe that. Are you just gonna take that? Or will you fucking fight back? Fight back.
You ain't never ever gonna break it. You can never beat them and they're better than you face it. Thinking that they give a damn, you're not thinking straight, kid. No, they don't give a damn, you got what I'm saying? I'm not fucking playing, I'll give it to you straight, man. There's too many others and you're not that great, man. Stop what you're saying, stop what you're making. Everybody here knows that you just faking. Nah, I don't wanna hear it anymore, I don't wanna hear it anymore. All these fucking thoughts, they are not what I need anymore. I'm about to shut the motherfucking door on all you poor ass haters with your heads in the clouds. Talking out loud so proud, you better shut your goddamn mouth before I do more speak out. It's about to head south.
You're never gonna make it. There's no way that you make it. And maybe you could fake it, but you're never gonna make it. Are you just gonna take that? Make them take it all back. Don't tell me you believe that. Are you just gonna take that? Or will you fucking fight back? Fight back.
You're never gonna make it, you're not good enough. There's a million other people with the same stuff. You really think you're different, man, you must be kidding. Think you're gonna hit it, but you just don't get it. It's impossible, it's not probable, you're irresponsible. Too many obstacles, you gotta stop it, yo. You gotta take it slow, you can't be a pro, don't waste your time no more. Who the fuck are you to tell me what to do? I don't give a damn if you say you disapprove. I'm gonna make my move, I'm gonna make it soon. And I'll do it cause it's what I wanna fucking do. Cause all these opinions and all these positions, they come in millions, they blocking your vision. But no, you can't listen, that shit is all fiction. Cause you hold the power as long as you're driven.
There's no way that you make it. And maybe you could fake it, but you're never gonna make it. Are you just gonna take that? Make them take it all back. Don't tell me you believe that. Are you just gonna take that? Or will you fucking fight back?
Fight back. Yeah. You ain't gonna gonna make it, you ain't never ever gonna break it. You can never beat them and they're better than you face it. Thinking that they give a damn, you're not, think a straight kid. No, they don't give a damn, you got what I'm saying? I'm not fucking playing, I'll give it to you straight, man. There's too many others and you're not that great, man. Stop what you're saying, stop what you're making. Everybody here knows that you just faking. Nah, I don't wanna hear it anymore, I don't wanna hear it anymore. All these fucking thoughts, they are not what I need anymore. I'm about to shut the motherfucking door on all you poor ass haters with your heads in the clouds, talking out loud so proud. You better shut your goddamn mouth before I do more speak out. It's about to head south.
Never gonna make it. There's no way that you make it. And maybe you could fake it, but you're never gonna make it. Are you just gonna take that? Make them take it all back. Don't tell me you believe that. Are you just gonna take that? Or will you fucking fight back? Or will you fucking fight back?
You're never gonna make it, you're not good enough. There's a million other people with the same stuff. You really think you're different? Man, you must be kidding. Think you're gonna hit it, but you just don't get it. It's impossible, it's not probable, you're irresponsible. Too many obstacles, you gotta stop it, yo. You gotta take it slow, you can't be a pro. Don't waste your time no more. Who the fuck are you to tell me what to do? I don't give a damn if you say you disapprove. I'm gonna make my move, I'm gonna make it soon. And I'll do it cause it's what I wanna fucking do. Cause all these opinions and all these positions, they come in millions, they blocking your vision. But no, you can't listen, that shit is all fiction. Cause you hold the power as long as you're dreaming.
There's no way that you make it. And maybe you could fake it, but you're never gonna make it. Are you just gonna take that? Make them take it all back. Don't tell me you believe that. Are you just gonna take that? Or will you fucking fight back?
Fight back. You ain't gonna make it, you ain't never ever gonna break it. You can never beat them and they're better than you face it. Thinking that they give a damn, you're not, think a straight kid. No, they don't give a damn, you got what I'm saying? I'm not fucking playing, I'll give it to you straight, man. There's too many others and you're not that great, man. Stop what you're saying, stop what you're making. Everybody here knows that you just faking. Nah, I don't wanna hear it anymore, I don't wanna hear it anymore. All these fucking thoughts, they are not what I need anymore. I'm about to shut the motherfucking door on all you poor ass haters with your heads in the clouds, talking out loud so proud. You better shut your goddamn mouth before I do more speak out. It's about to head south.
You're never gonna make it. There's no way that you make it. And maybe you could fake it, but you're never gonna make it. Are you just gonna take that? Make them take it all back. Don't tell me you believe that. Are you just gonna take that? Or will you fucking fight back?
Fight back.
They say life will bring discomfort, and I discovered